I think we are back. I apologize. I'm not really sure what happened there. We lost connection maybe. Happens, and I'm glad I caught it now before. Um, glad now before guests came on. So, if you got kicked off, I apologize. My screen was frozen. Everything was frozen over here. So I am back up live now. Hopefully, you caught some of my rambling. Um, if not, we'll go over some stuff here in a little while. Let me do this. What I want to do is because we have about 20 minutes until Coach Harvey and the Hawks join us tonight. Let me show this right here. All right. So I want to talk a little Jet Williams Award and what's going on. So these are the rankings that I released last night. If you can see them, and what this kind of means, and I want to talk people through it. What this kind of means and what the Jet Williams Award. First off, I can't thank Jet and his family enough for the support they've given me. This award goes to the Rockwall County Game Day Player of the Year. And, our main goal is to highlight kids from the schools that are involved in this. And, we at the end of the day, will make sure, that we do our best job to highlight them and to talk about all the good things that they're doing, not only on the field, but, off the field as well. What these kind of rankings mean. So I will release rankings every Monday for the next few weeks, and then I'll release a final top 10. I know there's 12 on this list, but I'll release a final top 10. I think it was May 2nd, maybe Thursday, May 2nd, something like that. Those players inside the top 10 at that time, that's when we will. Three of those top 10 will be named as a finalist for the Jet Williams Award. Now, these rankings are based solely off of district play. I don't we don't look at anything that happened prior to district play, what we call preseason tournaments and all those things. We just kind of that's our time to start like watching different players and trying to figure out who we need to kind of key in on and see who some of the players from each team that we need to really keep an eye on. From that point, it's all district play. So these rankings are based off what has been done during district play only, and that's the only thing that we will look at. Once district is over and once the final rankings come out and we have a top 10, we kind of we do our best to wipe the slate clean. And we kind of look at everything. We take into account district play, obviously stats. That's the stats in district play are what is going to get them in the top 10. After that, we're going to kind of look at everything. What kind of teammate were they? We'll kind of reach out to coaches and, get their thoughts on them. And then also, if we've got some really close, some guys that are really close, we'll take a look at, what they did throughout the entire season. The coaches have, given me full access to stats, advanced stats, and things like that. So we can really dive in and look at some things if we have to separate some people, especially when you're looking at, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and even 13, 14, 15. There's some players that are right there. And that's kind of how this will go. Now, just because you don't see maybe your child or a teammate that you think is doing really well on this list, it does not mean that they can't jump up because it gets tight, especially from that 7 to say 15, 16 players, and so it just takes an off week stats wise for a player to maybe start creeping up and jumping up. So I don't want anyone to get discouraged by this and say, "Man, where's my kid?" or "Where's this player on this team?" Because I feel like he's doing well. We have access to all the stats. We're looking at everything, and it gets really complicated and really tough, especially when you're talking about pitchers in there and things like that. We have to weigh that against the hitters, the everyday players, and then we also try to really look at competition and who they're playing and things like that. So we will, there will be some movement. It wouldn't surprise me if there was somebody new at number one or somebody new at number three. It's going to fluctuate for the next few weeks, and so you'll see how things move over the course of the few weeks. Now, maybe they don't change. Maybe all these players are in the top 10 and they just keep producing, and that's the way it stays. But as of now, that's kind of how it'll work. The final rankings come out May 2nd, and those top 10 will be qualified to be one of the final finalists, the three finalists that will ultimately have an opportunity to win this award. It's extremely difficult, but I ask that, especially if you're new to this, I just ask that, hey, understand that we're doing my goal is to highlight the kids, and that's it. My goal is not to see a specific school win or a specific player, and it's not an easy thing to do. But I keep the focus, and Jets family has asked me to keep the focus on let's focus on highlighting the kids and let everything else take care of itself. So that's kind of how it will go in the next few weeks, and then once we get a final 10, we'll vote. We've got hopefully we'll have five voters. I try to take myself out of the vote only if needed in a situation which we haven't had yet. But I take myself out of the vote and let others come in and make the decision on the final three based off all the information that I can give them and things like that. So. That's the Jet Williams Award. Again, the award is presented by Hudson Financial Group and 7AR Clubhouse Academy. And I really look forward to seeing how this thing plays out at the end of the year. Some really good, some just at the end of the day, there's a lot of really good baseball players out there, and it never is an easy deal. But that's the name of the game. So we'll see how this all changes and goes next week. As I do see, thank you, Donnie. I appreciate that. So we'll see how this comes out. As you can see at the bottom, Heath Hawks baseball. They're coming up in about 10 minutes or so. I already see some players in here, and so we will catch up with them in a moment. If you missed anything from the beginning because we had some technical difficulties, Heath Hawks baseball obviously is next. 5:35 approximately. Heritage Christian Academy golf team will be here. 5:55. Heritage Christian Academy girls track will be here. 6:20. Rockwall Golf, and then at 6:45, the Heath Golf team. Golf is the theme this week. It's Masters Week, and nobody's more excited than I am. I'm just a golf nut, and this is one of my favorite weeks of the year to watch golf, and everything gets underway starting tomorrow at the Masters. And so we'll ask some of these players here in a little bit for their picks if they follow golf. If they don't follow golf, then we're going to challenge them to get going on that. If you miss anything else, I want to again give a shout out to the Rockwall, the Lady Yellow Jackets track team. Their seventh straight district championship in a row. Area track starts tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to adjust my schedule to get out there either Thursday or Friday. I do have Friday baseball night. Friday baseball, I believe it might be Rowlett. I might be at the Rowlett game on Friday. I have to look at my schedule. I have them all written out, but I'll be definitely busy with baseball the next few weeks and going from there. The baseball standings really quickly once again. Rockwall leading the way, 6-1. Royce City 6-3. Heath 5-2, and Legacy 2-4. Longview 2-4. Forney 2-5, and North Forney having a rough year, but you always respect the North Forney softball standings. Forney leads the way at 9-1. Royce City in there at 7-3. Rockwall in at 6-3. Heath 5-4, Longview 3-6, and North Forney 2-7. Legacy 1-9. the good news is if I'm looking at this right, on the baseball and softball side, especially softball, they're coming down to their last couple of games. Right now, all playoffs are in the picture for all the schools that we cover around here, and I need to catch up with Rowlett's schedule and see how they're doing. They're putting up incredible numbers. It wouldn't surprise me to see them in one of the top two positions in their district. So that more to come on the Jet Williams Award. Again, the top 10 will be eligible to be a finalist for the award. That comes out on May 2nd. I'll put out new rankings every Monday going forward. And, there definitely will be some movement in this top 10. So we will see exactly how this shapes out. It's always a fun award. We just have a lot of fun with it. And I was talking with Jet's dad last night, and Jet FaceTimed his dad, and they were talking about the rankings. And I just do my best to kind of weigh competition and kind of really look at things and see who's putting up what numbers and things like that. So more to come on the Jet Williams Award, but congratulations to those that are you see in the top 12. And I could have easily put through 15 or 16. There's about 3 or 4 more guys that have an opportunity to get into the top 10 before this thing is over, but we'll see how it all shakes out. It's 5:02, and we're going to go a little early because I know it's team dinner, and plus when Coach Harvey's staring at me, I feel like I'm just one of his players. I just get in line and I do what I got to do. So we're gonna start early with the Hawks so they can get to their team dinner. I'm not really sure that Mr. Bulin, that his pants are regulation, but you won't see them on camera, so we won't even worry about the holes or anything like that. We'll take a quick break. Chris Pena, Rockwell County Day. It's Masters Week. Who's not excited about that? And we'll be right back with Heath Hawks baseball. Don't go anywhere.
Everybody, this is Hubs out at Rockwall Ford. This terrible weather isn't going to stop our great deals. Ford just announced employee pricing on most of our new vehicle lineups. Come see us. Come take advantage of the deals. There's no better time to buy than right now. Give us a call if you have any questions. 972-290-2200.
One. All right, we are back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford, and happy to be joined by the Heath Hawks. Coach Harvey, I appreciate you coming in. I know you guys have team dinner on Wednesday nights, so thank you for coming in.
Absolutely. Glad to have us here. And yeah, we just literally just walked off the field. So
Yeah, I appreciate it, and maybe that explains Hunter's pants. I don't know.
All right.
Actually, no, I saw him at 7AR with those pants too. So, first off, what's on the menu tonight, Coach? Do you know what the menu is?
I don't. Y'all know?
I think it's like burgers. I think.
Oh,
Burgers,
Can't go wrong with
potatoes.
burgers.
No.
You can't go wrong with burgers, and as I knew I should have grabbed a chair because now I look shorter than I already am, but that's how it goes. Coach, let's talk about this year, and always a tough tournament year and start to the season. You want to see yourself against some of the best. Just talk about this team and kind of where you guys think you're at this point in district.
Yeah, we started off the year, and like you said, we got rained out or weathered out of our first tournament. So we lost all those games, didn't get to play them. And then, we jumped right into that 5-tool tournament, which was, definitely one of the best tournaments in the nation. We did okay. We didn't come out hitting the ball the way we kind of hoped we would, but then we played the next tournament, which was also another really good tournament. We did well in that one, and then got set up for district, and got off to a slow start in district, losing 2 games to Tyler Legacy. Easily could have won either game or could have won both games with just a little break here or there, but we didn't create our own breaks, and so now we're on a little bit of a roll, and hoping to continue it.
I'll talk about last night. I was at last night's game, and when you have, I want to ask you about keeping focus, and and you jump off to an early lead. Their pitcher really struggled, and you guys jump on them early, and just were able to get lots of runs over the plate. But keeping the team focused, and being in a game like that, what do you think the guys learned from something like that?
Well, we hadn't had many games like that, so it was nice to have one where we got out to an early lead, and we kept the throttle down, which was good because sometimes we've scored a few runs early in the game and then kind of let off and let the other team stay in the game. So it was nice to see us break it open last night. We're on a little bit of a mission, if you would. These guys realize that by losing our first 2 district games, we're kind of in we got to win the rest of them mode right now. So they're pretty focused. They know what the goal is, and they're hungry to get there. So keeping them focused wasn't a problem last night, and we were able to get a bunch of guys some at bats. We had a game plan going into the game that we were going to run the guy's pitch count up and hit him when he threw it in the strike zone, and we did that. We had 11 hits. We had a bunch of walks, but the 11 hits, and we had a lot of hard hit balls that were caught as well. So I was very pleased with last night.
And then finally, Coach, before I get to some of the guys here, you've been around here a little while. How much fun is Meet the Hawks and that whole thing that goes on there? Does it ever? I'm sure it never gets old.
No, it never gets old. It's great to involve the community, and those guys someday. These guys were those guys, 5, 6, 7 years ago. So it's good to see them out there, and we always enjoy it. We welcome the little kids coming out to the field all the time, and it's fun to get the community involved.
Coach, we appreciate it. We'll talk to a few players. First off, we introduce yourself and then position played.
My name is Alex Cooley, and I'm shortstop.
Alex, I was looking, I look over stats and everything, and you're one of the guys that, kind of stuck out to me. I just want to get your thoughts on the year. You're having some success during district play, and how much fun you're having with this team.
Yeah, no, this team's a lot of fun. I feel like we're a really tight knit group, and the season's going great. I mean, we had a little bit of a slow start, but now we're trying to get off to a better start and get on a roll here, and it's picking up. So I'm glad to see where it can go.
You've got a travel game to Longview, which traveling is always tough. But when you look ahead to a game like that, and you just had a 15-0 win, what's kind of the mindset of the team when you're going somewhere like that, just to make sure, like, hey, this isn't a cakewalk. We got to go and play some good baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've ever gone that far for a game here at Heath, but yeah, we just got to stay locked in and get a win and get ready for next week.
Yeah, coach won't like it, but if you do look ahead to next week, it's one of those series that everybody circles around because it's just everything that goes into it with the I-30 Classic. Um, is that personally, when you're growing up as a kid, or if you're new to the program, is that one that's just circled right away because it's like you can't wait?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely an awesome, week for all of us. Like I said, we gotta focus on this week and get a win, and it's gonna be fun next week.
Let me ask you about the one of your pitchers that's standing next to you. Just how nice is it to know that when a guy like that steps up on the mound that your night could be a little bit easier.
For sure. No, I love Ian here. He's a great pitcher. He's pitched a few gems for us, and it kind of gets boring out there when he just strikes out everybody. But
Does it ever get boring? I don't know about that. And then finally, just thinking about major league players and the professional scene. Who's a guy that you really love out there?
yeah, I mean, these guys joke around with me, but I like Corey Seager, Bobby Witt Jr., a lot of those shortstops that they're laughing because they always joke around with me about it. But I love a lot of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jet Williams was the only answer there, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, him too. But yeah.
I'm just kidding with you, Coach. You talk about Mr. Cooley and kind of what he's been bringing to the program, and how nice it is to have a guy like that in your lineup.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough out. He's a dirtbag. He's a kid that's always hustling, always working, high energy, doesn't ever get down on himself, and is always looking to make the big play. So, he's either going to get a big hit, or make a great play out in the field. Either way, so a lot of times both ways, and he's a fun player to have in our lineup.
Yeah, Alex, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll switch over to if you introduce yourself, Mr. Ian Reister.
My name is Ian Rester, and I'm a pitcher.
Yeah, he is a pitcher. Man, I was watching you. I think one of the things I enjoy about baseball, obviously, when I go to these games, is just watching the players and how they're interacting and how they're staying focused, especially the pitchers. They're sitting up on that dugout and trying to maintain focus and not making a lot of eye contact. But last night you were having to move around a lot. Last night you were trying to stay engaged and trying to figure out. I think I even saw you chase a foul ball. Maybe I'm not sure. Go to the restroom, something. But talk about how last night. How difficult, or is that something you've experienced before?
It's nothing I've experienced before. It was a long night, but when these guys are hitting the ball like they do, I'll take that any day of the week. For me, it's all about staying loose, not overthinking it before I have to go back out. Just trying to get my arm feeling good, not get too cold, that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't be doing my sponsors any. I would. I'm doing them a favor by asking you about 7AR, and I see you up there, and just the work you're putting in with your pitching coach, and the atmosphere up there. How much credit and things like that do you give to good coaches?
Oh, all of it. I wouldn't be here without them. And I think that good coaches set a foundation for any player.
Yeah, the coaching staff here at Rockwall Heath, obviously, there's Coach Harvey speaks for himself, but RJ, and then there was a new guy. I don't know if I recognized one of the new guys, yeah, but just the level of what's asked for you to be a Heath Hawk baseball player. Can you speak to that a little bit? What comes with it?
High expectations. It is just have high expectations for yourself, first of all, and then for the team.
That big old board in the outfield, 2012, 2021. That's in everybody's face, and it's really for players to remember. Coach, having an arm like this, you've had some good ones, and here's another one.
Yeah, I mean, he's a competitor, and they laugh at me sometimes when I say this, but he's literally a lion out there on the mound, and he has the heart of a lion. He's not afraid of anything. He's not afraid of any situation, and he always wants the ball in the big moments. Sometimes I have to wrestle the ball out of his hand to get him to come off the field, but you want that as a coach. You want a guy that wants the ball, that is not afraid, that will compete even higher than his normal level when the lights are the brightest. and he does that, and he's proven it over and over. And we're very confident when he's on the mound.
Yeah, Ian, thanks for stopping by, and best. Oh, wait, you are into golf, so I did some pre homework before we went live. So, do you follow the Masters? Do you watch the Masters? Do you have a favorite golfer out there?
I wouldn't say favorite golfer, but I do follow the Masters.
So, do you have a pick to win? Is there a name out there?
Rory.
Rory. That's my number
Glazing.
one on my fantasy thing. Yeah.
There you
So, yeah, we're in the same boat there. Good luck to you the rest of the way. Solid job so far this year, and no doubt it'll continue going forward.
Sure, thank you.
Will you introduce yourself?
Hunter Bulin. I'm a third baseman.
Hunter Bulin. Hunter, you weren't raised right because you bat from the left, but your coach loves the lefties in the lineup. I think my son was going to be a lefty, and I said no, we're not doing that because I don't understand it. You talk about this team and how much fun it is to be on this team this year.
It's a lot of fun right now. I mean, every game we go into is really a killer be killed mentality. We know we got to go out there and get a win and do whatever it takes to get that.
If you're not having a night at the plate, what do you think your job, especially coming into as one of the leaders on this team, what's important to you no matter what?
Always just being a good teammate. Make sure everyone around me is also doing their part. Just leading the whole team.
Your the work you're putting in, the work you're putting in. I visit 7AR and I usually go pretty late at night, and I see you up there. I gotta ask, like, you go through these workouts at practice with Coach Harvey. I'm sure you have gym time and things like that. But how much physically does it take? What does it take physically to be able to operate like that, to go in late?
You really got to enjoy the hard part of the game, and I feel like that's what I carry over to all Dre's, the gym, pitching lessons, fielding, just enjoying working through it. Kind of takes away some of the stress you put on it, but just make it fun.
And let me ask you about Coach Harvey mentioned it, starting off district the way you guys did and facing some adversity, but now starting to bounce back. What do you think that has taught you guys?
We've definitely got a lot more gritty. I think I could say that 100%. Teaching us to fight through adversity, just keep on pushing.
Yeah, Coach, just talk about Mr. Bulin and kind of the what he brings to the team.
Oh, he's a pure hitter. He's a guy you want at the plate when we need that hit to get that run in. Last year he led the team in RBIs, and he's rolling right through it again this year. He's a competitor. He's another guy that just competes. Always feels like he's going to win, and that attitude, confidence, and then performance, he brings it all. And he's a guy that like I said, when the game is on the line, you're hoping he's at the plate.
Yeah, Mr. Bulin, thank you for coming in, and appreciate it. Will you introduce yourself for me?
Brady Ladisall, and I'm an outfielder.
Brady, you just kind of looking through some things, having a fantastic year, and really doing your best to lead the team at the plate. Just what's clicking for you this year so far?
I feel like just having no worries this year. It's just kind of like every year before this, I've been kind of putting a lot of pressure on myself, and this year just kind of learned to let loose and just go have fun.
I'm interested to know, it seems like every year the Hawks, they lose some key players, and they go on to college and things like that. But coming into this year, what was kind of the mindset of, like, who's going to take over and who's going to step up for this team?
I think it was just more or less just who's going to be that dog, and we found a lot of just people that are really good replacements for people that were really good here, and can't ask for anything else.
I want to just note that everybody's standing on this high ground over here. And that's why I look shorter on screen, but trust me, in person, you'll know how tall I am. Brady, just this team and the fun that you have in the dugout and things like that. What is it about specifically this team that just makes it so much fun?
Oh, dude, we're so goofy, and I love it. It's just you can't ask for anything else. I mean, this game, you have to have fun to play it, and if you don't, you're not going to succeed as a team. And I love that we're just all having fun.
Right, yeah, it's evident in the dugout. It's
Yeah,
fun to
yeah.
watch, but
It's awesome.
but you guys, when it's time to step on the field and you step up the plate, you can see it switches, and you're there for each other. As you guys continue to play through district, and you prepare for coming the playoffs, what is it that just makes Heath baseball just like, okay, we're going to start peaking and we're going to get to where we need to be?
I think it's when we hit playoffs, we all turn a switch and just know that it's go time. It's actually go time now, and it's just a Heath expectation. It's the Heath way. We all play up. We don't cower down to anyone. So
It's that keeping it the Masters theme. It's that Tiger Red, that intimidation factor. Coach, can you talk about Brady and kind of what he means to the team?
He's just such a talented player. You look at him. He makes you look small. I mean, he's a big kid, and he can hit. The ball comes off his bat a little different. You can close your eyes and tell when he's in hitting. He's he's probably more talented than he even believes right now. I think he could be one of the best ever, and I've told him that since he was a freshman. So another guy that just we're blessed to have on our team and blessed to have in the lineup and get to see him every day.
Yeah, I'm doing my part to help recruiting because I'm a solid 5'9". So I mean, that's how big he is right here, right? Yeah, best of luck to you the rest of the way, and I appreciate you coming by, Coach. Just the Heath Hawk tradition and everything that you guys bring with it. It's fun to watch, and I know that. Whatever adversity comes your way, it's a good thing. I got to think that you guys think that way. If it's good to face a little adversity. Nobody wants to lose any games, but I think we all learn from something from that. Wouldn't you say?
No, without a doubt. I mean, it's brought us together closer. It's like Cooley said. It's made us. Somebody said it's made us more gritty. We've learned to fight through some things that. When it's not going our way, it's okay. We can still get it going where we want to go, and they're right. Like we've talked about it all year long. We don't want to peak until the right time, and that time's coming. So, we're getting close, and we're excited about the playoffs, and super excited about how far this team can go.
Really quick. Personally, Coach, your wife being named a future principal for Worthy High School, or is it going to be high school or ninth grade center?
Worthy Fate High School.
Worthy Fate High School. Congratulations first off, but how cool is that?
Oh, it's so cool, and she's so deserving. Everyone that's been around her knows that she just does a phenomenal job, and she's going to do a great job there, and. Royce City made a very good choice.
Yeah, no doubt. She's all smiles and super excited and deserving. Well, obviously. So, Coach, I appreciate your time. We're going to let you get to team dinner, and thank you so much. Good luck to you the rest of the way. We'll see you. I'll see you guys again Thursday because y'all playing on Thursday, right? Next week.
Tuesday at Rockwall, Thursday at Heath.
Yeah, Thursday. So I'll see you Thursday at Heath. So good to catch up with you, Coach, and appreciate the time and good luck the rest of the way, guys.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we have who's next? HCA Golf. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we are live. We're back here at Rockwall Ford, and our next guest, we appreciate Coach Harvey and the Hawks coming in before team dinner night. I know it's they had to rush off, but we appreciate them. Heritage Christian Academy golf team, Coach Nevins is here with a couple of guys, and we appreciate you coming on, Coach. Talk about season. I know district's coming up for you guys next week, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But thanks for coming in.
Yeah, appreciate you having me as always.
Yeah, it's Masters Week. This is a fun week for me, and I'm gonna if on the screen, and maybe you'll see a letter, but I've got the Masters logo up there, and so I think what happened. I started broadcasting around 4:30, 4:40, and then I lost connection and froze. I'm wondering if I got kicked off because I played the Masters like theme song coming into it, and I was trying to do my very best Jim Nance impression, which I don't think went very well. But I'll bet you now, thinking about it, that I got kicked off for playing that. Usually you can get away with it for about 15, 20 seconds, but I think I let it run a little bit too long, and I bet you they kicked me off. So it'd be interesting. I need to go back and look at that. Coach, first off, uh, let's talk about this year and this season, how the team's doing, how individually players are doing, and catch everyone up about where you are. So you guys always have some good players, and it's not many people know that there's some really good players, not only on the football field, but they play golf as well, right? So can you talk about this team and some of the individual play?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had 3 tournaments right now. We had a rain out with all this rain that we had this week, but which is good. It's going to get us a practice round this week. We in our 3 tournaments so far, we've won. Our guys have won 2 of them. We've had one individual champion. Matt won a tournament up in Turtle Hill, or up in Munster at Turtle Hill Golf Course. Isaiah finished tied for second in that course, and we ended up with 4 in the top six players out there with some public schools, some pretty stiff competition up there.
When you're out there looking for tournaments, and you talk about public schools, is it difficult to find tournaments to play in, or do you specifically search out for some tough competition just to kind of see where you guys stack up?
This is kind of the first year we really did that. We went out there to Firewheel too, which Firewheel is in pretty rough shape right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to know because I have Texas A&M qualifying there on the 27th. I'm going to see if I can get a switch now.
Yeah, we played the old course. They had the other 2 shut down. They've been working on them, so maybe the other ones are in better shape now. But yeah, we had several public school teams out there, and it's always interesting, that the tap schools versus public school teams. There's good and bad in both of them. But you've got guys that are walking off the green to the next tee box before there's other guys finishing putting out, just some etiquette things where we just tell our guys, it's just going to be a little bit different potentially. Not always, but potentially. We had some Heath guys out there playing with us at Firewheel, and they were awesome.
Yeah.
Good guys. But, yeah, we played pretty well out there. We struggled a little bit, but it was great to see the public school guys out there, and kind of be able to measure ourselves a little bit. So.
Yeah. Golf's a funny sport. It's week to week. It's conditions. It's course conditions. Things like that. It's one of those sports where you can't be too hard on yourself if you have a bad week. Because that's the nature of the sport that we're playing. It's not something unless you're at that elite professional level, but even then you see the number 1 player in the world not playing that great right now, right? And that just speaks to how difficult this sport is. I'm curious, and as a coach, and I do recognize that every time I go to a high school tournament, it blows my mind how many kids just go and you want to speed up play, right? You want to make sure it's going and everybody's ready to hit and things like that. But I think we take it a little bit too far in the high school level. And I witnessed last week at district for Heath and Rockwall, a player had to go back to the tee, and the other players had already hit their approach shots. Well, while he's back at the tee, they finished out putting, and not only did they finish out putting, they all went to the next tee, which was, I would say, a solid 160, 170 yards away. Yeah. And this kid he was from Roy City. He had to finish the hole out literally by himself, and I overheard some coaches saying, "Oh, they did the right thing by going," but I'm like, well, to a point. I mean, there's, you don't, who's gonna, watch the kid? Who's gonna be there supporting the kid and things like that? Especially if you're keeping that young man's score, right? So I think, to your point, I think we could probably do a better job at the high school level. Not all teams, but some teams of just like, hey, there's proper golf etiquette here, because. Oh, for sure. When you get to college, I played some college golf. It doesn't happen that way. Everybody's stay still. They're waiting, and it moves on. And then as you progress to other levels, which I didn't play at, but I know how it goes. Yeah. So, but I was going to ask you just the difficulty in kind of keeping these players the mental side of it and saying, hey, you're going to have rough days. Just like to get your take on coaching high school golfers.
Yeah, really, during a tournament, I'm less of a coach and more of a psychologist. Like our big saying with our team is that when I pull up on you when you're playing, I don't want to be able to tell how you're playing by looking at your face.
Yep.
I want to guess. I want to see just an even cool, just even killed, mentality. These two guys are both really good at that. This guy right here is amazing. I never know if he's playing good or bad. We've got another guy that's a senior that is happy whether he's playing good or bad. I mean, I've got a couple guys that as soon as I pull up on them, I'm like, you just had a bad hole, didn't you? Or you've had a bad few holes.
Right.
Because it's just like you said, you've got to be able to, in golf, you've got to be able to, not only that golf round, but the hole before and even the shot before, you've got to be able to just forget it and just focus on next shot, next hole, rest of the round.
100%. I mean, par 4, 3 bad shots and a good putt is par, and it doesn't really matter. Nobody knows how it happened there, but you also have to, and I preach this because this is how I play golf and how I've always played golf. I'm not really one that gets mad. Have I ever gotten mad? Yes. But I challenge myself to come back and play stronger on the next few holes. And it's not an easy thing to do. But I think as players get older and they start realizing that it's just, hey, it's part of the game. Right. It is what it is. But it's a really challenging thing. Also, before we move on to Isaiah and Matt, the coaching aspect, you say you try to take yourself out of it. It's got to be difficult though, especially when it comes to maybe club selections and course management, how we're going to play the course, how a player's strengths and weaknesses. Hey, this is how we should play the course, and then you see them play it a totally different way. I know it's a challenging thing, but sometimes is it just getting out of the way and saying let them play? Is that how you kind of approach it?
Yeah. So in TAPS we can only talk to the players from the green to the next tee box. We can't talk to them at all during the hole unless it's a rules question or something like that. And so a lot of times I'll pull up to the green, watch them putt when I'm with them, and then I'll just get out of my cart and I'll walk with them to the next hole. And I'm just trying to figure out their mentality. Hey, what you do there? What were you thinking? What's been going well? What's not been going well? So that I can kind of maybe push them if they're going well. I'm not hitting my driver well today. Well, let's just back it then. I know that sometimes can be a struggle. This is a tight course. We really need to just keep it in play. Just back it this hole or whatever it is, and just try to just kind of see where their head's at between those spaces. And I kind of like that I can't help them in the hole.
Yeah.
I'll talk to them, after a hole and say, yeah, brother, that you probably should have putted that.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to hit a flop shot from 3 feet off the green.
Right.
But
yeah, play the numbers game here. What's more, and it's interesting because if somebody doesn't know golf, but the team aspect of it, you may be having a bad day if you're a really good golfer and you're 6 over coming in with a hole or two to go, and you're like, man, this is just a really bad day. But you've got to keep focused because the team, it's a total score. It's not just individual. So that if you stay in focus a couple of holes could be the difference of you parring in, and that means that you won by 2 or something like that. It's challenging and it's fun, but I don't know that I would have the patience to be a coach because I'm just like, man, what are we doing here? And I would, it would be me who's having a meltdown, and the players just like, go calm down, coach. So that I could see that happening.
It's a gift. It's a gift that, it's a God-given gift, the patience aspect, and I teach too. And so it's got to be there as well. But
you've been blessed. So
absolutely.
Because I don't know. Now, who knows? Maybe they throw me in that role and I do okay.
I think you do.
Let's move over to Isaiah. Isaiah, this year, talk about golf. Talk about how everything's going for you on the course.
So on the course, I finished. I think I have 2 top 10 finishes, a second and like a tied for 10th or something. But we've definitely had some good rounds as a team, and then 1 or 2, probably just 1 overall not as great round as a team. But Matt's been playing great this season too, and I think that just practicing more is going to do what's help us the most.
As a teammate, and as I was trying to think back, and maybe I don't remember this enough, but how much talk is there between teammates about actual golf and how you're going to play the golf course and to maybe benefit the team? Is there any talk about that amongst teammates, or is it just go play your game?
I mean, we talk about golf all the time. Like that's pretty much all we talk about right now is just golf.
Well, I mean, strategically, you're heading into a tournament. There's a golf course, and you're like, "Hey, this is a tough hole. This is how we're going to play it," or your thoughts, or anything like that.
Yeah, sometimes we'll talk to each other about the whole like what club we hit, and definitely before the round, the coaches talk to us. They'll talk to us about like course management and maybe clubbing up for certain shots and clubbing down for certain shots, whether or not how the conditions are, if it's rough or if it's like if you have good grass to chip on, or if you have just kind of like dirt.
Yeah, pasture.
Yeah, we played a few pasture courses this year.
Yeah. It brings a new level to your game. You got to have everything in the bag because you never know when you're going to have it.
We worked on that today, right?
Yeah.
Well,
he's been bumping the little 7-iron bump and run,
7-iron bunch for us.
Yeah,
old man chipping.
We did it today from like 10 yards off the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. That works on some courses, right? Some courses like RGAC. We it's really wet always, and stuff leading up to it becomes really difficult because you don't know how wet it's going to be.
Right.
But yeah, there's definitely a place depending on the course you're playing for all of that. Let me ask you about some strengths. Your strengths what would you consider yourself strengths? Is it the mental side? Is it course management? Is it just physical play as far as maybe being able to take care of par fives? What would you say is a strength of yours?
I'd say it's definitely probably mental. I feel like I have a pretty good mental game. Like bad shots don't affect me very much, but I think skill wise, I'm not the greatest golfer, but I have some good clubs and some really bad clubs in the bag.
His talent is scoring. Like whenever we all play with him, we're like, man, like at the beginning of the season, we were starting to play and like go out and play around and stuff like that. And we play with him, we're like, oh my gosh, like man, that didn't look good. That wasn't pretty. And then you think back and you're like, well, he got a par, and then
it's not very pretty golf.
Yeah, it's not pretty golf, but it's good. He scores every hole. Like even if he has a bad shot, somehow it's like, wow, he actually that wasn't that bad. Like.
Yeah, I mean that's golf. I mean, there's so many different ways to get the ball in the hole. You look at a guy like Brian Harmon on tour, doesn't hit it long. And I played in San Antonio that course, and what I remember is like that place is long. There's no collar on the greens. Everything just rolls off. The greens are fast. Like I've considered myself a decent player, and I'm like I was struggling to shoot 85. But you see a guy that doesn't hit it long, and he can get it done, versus a guy that's going to outdrive him by 50, 60 yards, but he beats the brakes off of him. So it's all about scoring. It doesn't really matter. Just get it in the hole, and they can talk about how ugly it was if they want to, but on the scorecard it is the only thing that matters. Masters
doesn't have pictures.
That's been like the saying for the last like 2 weeks.
Scorecard.
Ain't no picture on the scorecard.
There are no pictures on the score. There's stories. We can tell stories about an all-world par or something like that. Later on, Hudson Holt, he plays for Rockwall. He's coming in. I'll tell a story for him since we're talking about different ways. He's on the second hole at District, and he hits it just below just under a tree. From my view, from the green, it looked like, okay, you can get something low, but about 100 yards out, maybe not, there's a creek. And I missed the second shot, but he must have either went way too low and it hit in, or he hit a limb and it went in. Anyway, next thing I know, he's got one pant leg all the way up. He's got no shirt on. He's got no shirt, and he's in the creek, and he hits it to like 10 feet from that distance, and then walks up and makes the putt for par. And I was just like, nobody's gonna know about that. Like nobody will. And of course, I have pictures and video of it, but I can't post a high school kid with no shirt on. So I was just like, man, I was like, Hudson, you got to post this. But that's the point of it. Is like there's no pictures, there's no stories on there. It's just a number, and you move on to the next hole. You never know what's going to happen in the game of golf. That's the beauty of it. That's what keeps us coming back every single time.
That kind of happened last week at where was that? Was that far? No, that was in
when I had to hit lefty.
No, I was telling us about me. Oh, you were there though. He was on the hole behind me. And did you see my drive that I duck hooked left? So there's this.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it
I
was like
did see
4.
that. You
It's
said
number
like, let me
4.
show you how
Yeah.
to do this, and then
Well,
you
yeah,
kicked it
because
left.
so it's like this tee shot like this, and there's this big like ant hill right over this big pond, and carry is like 250 or something. So we're all thinking like, all right, you hit driver, yeah, driver, like we're all gonna go for it. And there's like a little sliver and trees right here, and this ant hill right here, and you gotta hit this fairway that is like dog leg is left in the green back
Percentages
here.
aren't high. I'm
Very
assuming.
low
Okay.
percentage here.
It's
But
it's a hard
it's also
hole.
like it's really short, so like you can get there. It's
It's like a
fine.
240 carry over
Yeah,
the water.
it was like okay, fine. Like just we're like pretty much everyone decided we're gonna hit driver, and so I was the first one to tee up, and I was pretty confident about it. I played that week previous, like on a practice round, and I don't know what happened, but I duck hooked it left in on the other side of the par 5 fairway on the next hole, way over into the trees over there, and I was like, wow, like that is literally could not be any worse. So I walk over there, and there's like 4 of our dudes over there, like Jay Jordan and Monty Weaver. They're like, what are you doing over here? Like, I'm on that hole over there. Oh my gosh. So I walk over and I take 4-iron. Like if this is that fairway and this is our fairway, I'm over here, and I take 4-iron up this side of the fairway on this side of this tree line. And I got a lucky kick or something, and I had a shot through some trees and hit a 7-iron onto the green and got a 2-putt from like 50 feet for bogey. I was like, wow, okay. That was a really wicked bogey, but
but the most important thing is, what'd you learn? Would you hit it again? Would
yeah,
you go
I
for
probably
it
hit
again?
I just
Yeah.
dug it.
So I mean, we make golf hard sometimes, and we don't realize it till after we hit the shot. So we're like, well, why do we? It's so simple. I just lay up and give myself a chance at birdie. And worst case scenario, I'm going to make a par. But hey, I mean, I love to see golfers play with no fear.
Yeah.
I think there's something to that. I think there's something to just saying I'm going for it, because that's what it kind of takes nowadays. You see a lot of aggression, a lot of power, and those players, of course, Brian Harmon will step in and say, "I'll just lay up all day," right? But you you got to learn. You got to learn how to be aggressive, and then as you get older, if it's something you want to do and play in college and move on, you start to learn, how to hone that aggression in and kind of pick your battles, because things start to get amplified. Especially if you're trying to qualify for different events and things like that. Coach, can you talk about our man before we move on to Matt?
Talk about
yes.
Isaiah. So
Isaiah.
he's our only senior. In the top 5 right now, right?
Yeah.
So we've got another senior that's our moral like lift, right? He's the one that's always in a good mood, always going to be. He was on the basketball team, was the same way. Just that guy that you need in the group that's just going to be positive always. But Isaiah, this is his 4th year in our program. I threw him out there as a freshman when we went to state, and it was ugly, but it was good experience for him. And he's just gotten better every single year. And he plays every sport too. He plays football. He was first team All-State in football. Started for us in basketball this year too. So I think had he been able to focus just on golf, he could have been, up there, with the chance to compete at state for a championship. Yep. But he's still.
I could pull something out.
There you go.
He's still, he can shoot in the mid 70s. He's gonna, shoot low 80s most rounds, and so that's what we need. So we've got 5 guys that I think can all do that. So.
Yeah. Well, keep swinging at it. Keep just making progress towards the hole, right? Fairways and greens is the name of the game, and then putting and chipping is where we make the money. So keep fighting. So and congratulations on everything you've accomplished. I mean, I've seen you for a couple of years, and I know the work that's being put in, especially when you talk about these smaller schools and playing multiple things and trying to switch gears. Playing football and playing golf are 2 different mentalities, but it's golf's one of those sports that you enjoy for your entire life, so yeah, just good luck to you and good luck at district and coming up in a week. You said it's
next Tuesday at Lake Park in
Louisville. I almost said Longview for some reason. In Louisville, yeah. So good luck to you, and we'll talk again soon enough. Matt. You're the guy I've been chasing. I mean, I'm trying to get you on the golf course, try to see what you're made of. I got a few things I could probably teach you on the golf course, but talk about where you think your game's at heading into district.
Where my game's at heading into district, compared to last year, I'm pretty much a totally different player this summer, and
How so? And
Uh,
what's made some changes?
Made the changes is though this summer I started working with Max Kettler at Altus Performance in Frisco. Him and Nick Dunn uh, have been helping me since I think June of last year, July, and from the first day I've been with them, it was like totally like first thing we started doing was like totally change my swing, like everything, like from like I have totally different putting drills to new chipping drills and like full swing form and driver and just everything totally different schedule regimen everything like and they're the real deal. Cameron McCormick,
Hmm.
he's the owner, he's their boss,
Okay.
and so basically it's like filtered down through that, and we have a big group. We do group lesson. Like, they call it something I don't know, but
But
it's a group of kids who want to wanted to play college golf, and so we all gather on sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays nights at the Tribute in Frisco,
yeah.
and we sometimes it's classroom work, whether we're looking at colleges and booking stuff and like talking to coaches and stuff, or whether we're out playing games on course. The other week we did like a Ryder Cup type deal. We did a circuit around the like short iron circuit to pick your partner for the Ryder Cup like 9-hole thing and everything they've done.
Out at the tribute.
Out of tribute, yeah.
Yeah. That's not a. It's a fun track. I don't think it's easy.
No.
I played the pro scratch there last year, and I thought it was difficult. The wind was blowing crazy. I was like, man, this is a
does blow
difficult
up
golf
there.
course.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Just overall the game of golf. Do you enjoy the work, the chipping, the part of it? The time you have to spend out there.
Love it. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite. We just joined back. I was a member at RJC a long time ago, and just joined back to get free golf balls because we were spending so much money the last like 6 months after June at the range or just chipping or anything that. I mean, put it closer.
No, you're good.
All right.
I got you.
Just going grinding. My mom was like, "Dude, we're spending a lot of money. We just like, is there a way we could just pay one big and then we don't have to like keep paying $70 a day to go get
It's not
balls?"
cheap.
No,
It's not
and
cheap.
so yeah, been grinding away.
Yeah, and of course now you get to watch them tear down the entire place, the clubhouse, and everything else in a few. Hopefully, we've
I
been waiting on this for a while. I've been there 8 years.
Literally heard about that on the range yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard the dude's talking. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. So, but it's good. I think the club's heading in the right direction, and so hopefully, the rain's nice, but I mean it was a little bit too much. So hopefully we can get a couple weeks of no
We
rain.
got
That Poana.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's we need some heat so that Bermuda can choke it out, and then and because the greens they'll come back fine over there at RGAC. Strength of your game. What do you really rely on? Is it mental? Is it course management? Is it just understanding your game? What is it about your game?
I would say hitting fairways and putting are my strengths, and then I've always been good with wedges generally, like distance wedges. Have always been kind of something I feel like I have good feel with. But and I used to struggle with putting, but we have a new system got from Max and perfected it and hit a bajillion putts, and now it's like I can tell you what I'm gonna do and where I want the ball to go, and I can put it there pretty consistently. And the same thing with driver. It always used to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like that's kind of what I mean whenever I say I've become a totally different player. Is like now I know what I want to do with the golf ball, and I can do that. I can do what I want with the golf ball.
Are
and
you
put it where I want?
Are you someone that tinkers with putters,
No.
with drivers? Yeah.
No.
So
I always kind of was a little bit, and then I switched. I had a Scotty something or another mallet, but I was like, oh, I need to switch a new putter. And then I got a spider, and then I started working with Max, and I realized, oh my god, it wasn't a putter. It's my, when you're swinging the putter like a figure eight, you're not gonna make a good stroke. And so, I mean, I'll take a butter knife and I'll putt with it fine as long as I can get strokes in with it. So definitely not. I don't like tinkering. I'd rather. It's probably going to be 9 out of 10 times. It's probably me.
I wish more people would realize that. I tell people, the guys I play with at the club, And I played at Texas Westland. So in '01, I got a yes putter, a Stephanie. This was her name. That's the model. I got rid of that putter only because it was like literally falling apart. Like,
Yeah.
just I could have probably gone in and got it fixed, but it was like wiggling. And I think maybe 6 years ago, and I never switched.
Yeah.
I would take a putter and putt with it. You know, everybody wanted a Scotty Cameron. You know, I've got one of those, but when it came down to it, like I never switched. Like that was it. And since then, I tried a spider out, and then didn't. It was good, but I just felt like I don't know. I almost just took that yes putter in and we got it, and now I've settled with one of the newer Odysseys.
Joebird?
Huh?
Joebird or
The eye that it's
Oh,
got
yeah.
like a copper insert on it. It's like a navy blue.
Oh, the blade putter or the
We were-
bigger
It's
one?
kind of a mallet.
We were
Yeah, I
putting
got you.
those at Dick's for like
Yeah.
an hour and a
Monday
half a
or-
week
yeah.
ago.
Yeah, it's the closest thing. Like I don't feel like I need to switch. Like it's just like you said. It's just if you have a great stroke and something feels good and fits your eye,
Mhm.
then that's you. Then
Right.
that's it, and it's not going to change if a new lab putter comes out.
Yeah.
You know, that's
We
the,
were having that debate the other day. Me and Coach Sam the other day. She was like, she's like, so what's the hype with the lab putter thing? I was like, it's just it's supposed to make it balance more, but I guarantee you, if you took a lab putter and I took my putter that I have right now, and we had a putt off right now, I would beat you. I'd put more balls online than
Yeah.
you would. It's just yeah, the putter's nice, but. And I'm sure it helps a little bit, but it's about how many reps you have on
Yeah.
form stations and things.
I mean, listen, there's technology comes into play. That's
For sure.
the world we live in. The ball is going further, things like that. And somebody who doesn't hit it that long, I'm not a big fan of just do we keep making these courses longer? And it's like you can make a short course really difficult. You
Mhm.
can, you put the pins in the right spots. You think about the layouts and you start taking driver out of people's hands, or you make them hit risk reward shots. And if they're able to hit risk reward shots off the tee with a driver all day long, good for them. But in the long run, I think the way we hit so many fairways, it'll come back to hurt people. But I mean, I was just wondering. It's always interesting. I see guys go through putters weekly.
Yeah.
They'll have
That's
like 20,
Max-
20 putters in their closet.
Yeah, exactly. Max told me whenever I was making the switch, I was like, "What do you think?" Like, I actually made the switch back to the Scotty Cameron because I was like, "Oh, like right as I was started working with him really much," and I was like, "What do you think? Like, which putter's better?" Blah blah blah. He was like, "I don't really care. It doesn't really. I'm pretty sure they're both really good putters. Like, you're gonna be great with either one, but what I need you to do is pick one by tomorrow night at midnight, and then you need to putt with that putter for 6 months till I think May. I think it would be." Something like that. I'm
Yeah.
coming up on the times. I'm coming up on
There
the
you go. So you're good.
But
So if you want a lab, you can switch because
Exactly.
you did your time.
Exactly. He said you got to putt with it for 6 months. And
Yeah.
if after that you still want to change, then yeah, good. Then go for it. But going back and forth is just you're gonna go backwards.
Good.
And you're
Yeah, 100%. No,
Yeah.
I believe that. Good stuff. Before I ask Coach to talk a little bit about you, you got a Masters pick? Do you,
I was watching on the way here whenever I got stuck on the other side of 30 and Roger. I was like, oh, I got to see if we're on yet. And I saw
Starts
you have
tomorrow.
do what?
Starts tomorrow.
Oh, trust me, I know. I had it on before I had this on. But I saw you have Rory picked, and if Rory won and got the career Grand Slam, like, yeah, it'd be great. But I saw this stat, I think yesterday or the day before, that Scotty's there. It's a crazy stat. He's first in par 5. You seen this stat? He's first in par 5 average score, fairways, greens,
Yeah.
longest putts made, or most amount of yards made in putts. It's like I think it was like probably 14 different stats. First.
Yeah.
He's just the best. He's just great at Augusta. It doesn't matter how bad he's playing this
Won
year.
it twice already too.
Yeah, and why not 3?
Yeah, I mean, just speaking to my generation, not going back before Tiger. I mean, I don't think that course has suited anybody better besides Tiger Woods than Scotty. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it fits their eye and they love it. And it's in perfect condition. There's no reason can't blame anybody for missing putts because the greens are perfect. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he won. But I always I was like, man, a lot of people Rory kind of rubs people the wrong way. I don't get caught up in all the politics of golf and who said what,
Right.
and live and all those things. Like for me, golf is golf, and I wouldn't say I'm a Rory fan. I'm always going to be a Tiger fan, but when it comes to guys like I'd like to see win the Masters, Rory and Ricky Fowler are like at the top of my list.
If Ricky won this week, oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. So did he make it in?
I don't think he did.
Okay, yeah,
He didn't.
he needed a win last week.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, he
Never mind.
needed a win, but
hey, if Ludwig wins,
oh
I
yeah,
think
he's
Ludwig
awesome.
will.
Like
Yeah.
that guy's a crazy talent.
He almost should have won his rookie year.
Yeah,
I think.
well, and these things go crazy because it wasn't long ago that oh my God, his name's slipping. He's from Texas.
Jordan.
No,
Xander Schauffele.
No,
I don't think he's from Texas.
no, it's
God,
God, I can't. But where I was going was like these guys are really good, and we're hyping them up to the next best thing, and then they're gone, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Jordan?
so no, well Jordan,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I guess
He's
I guess you could say Jordan too, but
He made the cut this week. I'd be happy with it.
yeah. So anyhow, Coach, we got to get to track. Just you talk a little bit about Matt here, and just talk about what he means to the team. Obviously, he's a big piece of it.
Yeah, he's the number one guy on the team. That's without question.
I agree.
Everybody knows it, and he plays football too. He started both ways for us in football, all district football as well. But I think everybody knows that like golf, especially last season, he kind of started to see some success.
Yeah.
And then kind of just got that track that I want to play some college golf. He's got an older brother that has played some semi-pro golf before, and so his parents have kind of been down this path already. They got him set up with a really, really good program up there, and so he's wanting to go play some college golf. He's just a junior this year too, so it's just kind of the year where he needs to kind of turn it on, and he has. He's shot better this year than he has, and it's kind of that barrier. There's certain barriers in golf that you kind of try to break, and it takes a little bit to break them. And it was 90 a couple years ago, and it was 80 to 85 this year, and he's been in the 70s a lot this year. So he's kind of broken that barrier now, and looking to do more of that later on this year. So I think he's got as good a chance at any as taking state this year. So.
Well, gentlemen, good luck to you. Good luck at district play. I've checked my schedule, see where you guys are, and see if I can't get out there. What days is it? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not too far, so that's. Was thinking about going to Waco for for regional golf.
That'll be state.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tuesday next week.
I got you.
But my schedule, I don't think it's going to allow me to go there, so I might have an open spot to go somewhere on Tuesday. Okay. So, good luck to you guys. Thanks for the conversation. I appreciate it. Good luck to you, and Coach. Fun as always. I think. Really quick before I let you go. The tournament that y'all put on at Buffalo Creek was awesome. Did y'all happen to see my long drive? Did you see where my
No, our group was the first one on it, so we hit two into the street, one of the houses, and one in the bunker.
Yeah, I'm not a long hitter at all. Like I say Carey is pushing 249, 250, like 280, 275 is like where I live, but we were only like 158 out.
You caught the hill then.
Yeah.
Definitely got the hill.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, hey, I'm taking the hill, cart path, sprinkler heads.
Okay.
I did it yesterday.
Whatever you need me to do,
I'm gonna get it.
Hey,
par 5 on the
Coach,
back.
don't talk about hills. We're not talking about hills. There was no hill on this hole. It's a long drive, no matter what.
Straight carry.
Come on now.
Hey, if you get the hill right though, and you land like this on the hill, and it shoots out. I did it the other day, dude. It's like, I'll take that.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I had a mud ball. It was all carry. So anyway, guys, good luck to you, and we'll talk again. And that was fun. All right, we'll say again. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna more Heritage Christian Academy. We got girls track team coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? This is Hubs out at Rockwall 4. This terrible weather isn't going to stop our great deals. Ford just announced employee pricing on most of our new vehicle lineups. Come see us. Come take advantage of the deals. There's no better time to buy than right now. Give us a call if you have any questions, 972-290-2200.
And we are back. We're live here at Rockwall Ford. It's Masters Week, and I'm excited. Excited because you can see I'm wearing my Masters hat. I've got the Masters logo, but also we've had some really good guests tonight, and appreciate the golf team from Heritage Christian Academy stopping by. That was a lot of fun. I could have talked to Matt and Coach and Isaiah all day long. But we're moving on, and we're going to talk a little bit of track. It's track season. Sometimes that gets overlooked, Coach. Thank you for stopping by, Coach
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
I was going to say Wilkerson, but that's the stadium back there. Wilkinson. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
Talk a little bit about track. And so you just had the district meet,
yes, sir.
And tell me how it went. I know how it went, but let's catch some people up.
Yes. So we had our district meet on Monday. I had 12 girls participating. Every single girl on our team scored points for the team, and 10 are moving on to regionals. And we won the meet by over 110 points.
Where was the meet at?
It was at John Paul II in Plano.
Okay, in Plano.
Yes, sir.
The track season, and it seems like track's going on year round, but for you guys, did it start? When did track season start for you guys?
So officially it started, I guess, end of February. Was it towards February? It was actually first week of February. I know other schools started a little bit earlier than us, but we were deep in the basketball season, and a lot of our runners actually were playing basketball. So we started a little earlier with our non-basketball players, and then they just joined us whenever their season was over.
Yeah,
so.
that's the tough about small schools is the multiple sports, and you got to wait till those sports are over. Yeah. This squad, you win district. Is it? Did anything surprise you? Did you finish where you thought you should have finished, or was it coming into the season where you kind of unsure of what you had and things like that?
Well, we're a brand new team.
Okay.
So last year was really our first organized season in I don't know how long in the history of HCA. So this year I started looking at all the we moved up to 3A this year from 2A. I was a little worried about that, but we gained, I think, 2 or 3 more girls this year than we had last year. And I honestly, as the season was going, I was looking at all the stats, and I was like, I think we can win this.
Oh.
I think we can win district. And strategized a little bit, took some girls out of relays here and there, and still had a solid relay teams. And we went out there and won a meet. So you never know on the other side of that what the other schools are planning also. So you're blindly going into this meet, trying to rearrange your girls and fill up all these events in hopes that they will perform and to what you think they're going to, and hope that the other schools did not do the same thing that you did.
Yeah, 100%. Does it surprise you with these athletes? Being able to have success at so many different sports and levels, and how cool is it? I guess what I ask, from a coaching standpoint.
I mean, it's I tell these girls all the time, like they bless me way more than I'm a blessing to them. They amaze me. We've pulled talents out of them that they didn't know they had. Um, I could see the potential in the very beginning, and all these girls that came. I mean, there's a reason why you came to join track, whether you were begged to come or whether somebody convinced you to come. Um, I know that they knew that they had it in there somewhere, but you just got to pull it out of them.
Yeah.
They're every single one of my girls is just precious to me. I mean, they are all amazing in their own ways and just so talented.
Everything but the weather, because outside the weather can be
Yes.
a little dicey.
Very challenging.
It's very challenging.
Very challenging.
But you know, it's that's part of it. I mean, that's part of you know, you kind of find out mentally where an athlete is
Yes.
when weather's tough
Yes.
and or there's delays and things like that. It's one of those deals where you. I like to see where a kid get challenged mentally just to kind of find out what they're made of, and you know, at the end of the day, we're all better when we're challenged
Yes.
like that. So, Coach, I'm going to have you introduce your first one here. Can you tell us her name and what events?
This is Kendall Hill. She is a sophomore. She is I would say she is leading our team currently. She runs 100 hurdles, 300 hurdles, pole vaults, and high jumps,
So
and the mile relay.
Kendall, thanks for coming on. You do a lot then. A lot of. So track is new to the school. Have you run any track? Have you done anything before then?
Yes, this is my second year at HCA, and I think it's my fourth year track.
Okay.
But I would say competitively, this is my second year, like for real, doing it.
Do hurdles scare anybody? I mean,
scares us.
I don't.
I'm just thinking of like we should invent like shin guards or something, because that's all I can think about is like, man, my shins would die doing this.
Yeah, a lot of people that I come in contact to that I tell them I do hurdles, they're like, "Oh, isn't that so scary?" I'm like, "No, it's fun."
Yeah.
Yeah. Just how much fun? You know, how much does a team like bonding come into play when you're in a sport like track, especially when you could be racing in a heat or in an event versus one of your teammates. So it can be something where you're by yourself, you're on an island running this, but there still has to be some team chemistry, some team bond, I would think. You know, is that something that's involved in track?
Oh yes, very much. Yes. I love our team. It's a great group of girls, and we just bond like so much throughout the season. It's very crucial, I would say, for track meets.
All out there cheering for each other, encouraging the whole track meet. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean the you know, with all the events that you're currently doing, where do you get the energy from? Like, 'cause that's a long day, you know, that you can spreading out events and things like that, and just being prepared. You got to go somewhere mentally to be ready for the event, but also making sure that you're physically ready. You know, how do you keep up with all of it?
I'm very determined. Track is my sport, and I love it, and I expect to go very far in it. So I'm very determined in that too, and also my teammates help me out too. They're always there at my events, cheering me on.
And then finally, you know, just as you head into regionals, just how much are you looking forward to that? Obviously, it's something that's on your mind. Do you get nervous about these events, or is it just something you just go to a different place and you're ready mentally?
It is very nerve-wracking because I really want to do good, but I would say I'm more excited just because I've done it before, so I'm a little more experienced, I guess, and I'm comfortable with it. So I'm just excited to see how I do.
With the school, with this being so new to the school, how important was it? How meaningful was it to win district?
It was amazing. I had no idea we were going to. I didn't even expect it at all, but considering we like cleared it by 110 points, I was like in awe.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
You're on the map now. Now there's a mark on the back of y'all's chest there. So good luck to you. Good luck to you at regionals, and you know, that's where'd you say y'all do?
Arlington.
In Arlington.
Yes,
okay, gotcha. Yeah, good luck to you. Do you want to introduce your next?
Yes, this is Deanna Montgomery. She is a junior. She is on all three relays and long jump and triple jump also. Ooh.
a lot of
Yes.
events as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of the theme when you're at a small school. You've got to fill up the
Yes.
events and have participation in a lot of the events. Relays are a tough one. There's so much timing there and so much trust and understanding your leg of the relay. Is that right?
Yes,
Did I say
sir.
that right?
Yes.
So boom. See, doing good. You know, how much there's got to be a ton of work that goes into the timing of these things. But how many reps do you guys go through during practice just to get that down?
Oh, so many. Oh my, what was it like? Every day we like probably do like baton handoffs
Yes.
and like working on like how to go around like the track.
And
I'm
well,
about to say
and
circle.
I mean, you've got to know the person you're handed off to, right? And
gotta know how-
you know what their form is, and you know what, because I think, do you have to pace yourself going into it, and then you know to go with each other to kind of get it? Is that how it works?
Well, it
Or
just depends. Like 100, you're fast all the way. 200, you gotta wait for the person, and then 400, you definitely have to
just
wait.
gotta
You
wait.
can go
You
grab
just
it.
gotta wait because they're coming in like dying.
yeah, oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I would be dying too. 400, that's a lot.
It
Yeah, I
is.
mean, you know, she kind of mentioned too how meaningful it was, and you know, maybe internally you thought, like, coach was like looking at things like, oh, we could do this, like we could actually do this. When you're at district and you see how things are going, anything surprise you at all, or was it just like, hey, this is what we've been working towards?
Both. I was definitely surprising about the points. 110 is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And but I'm actually not surprised because we've been working like our goal at the end goal is state, and just keep going.
You know, keeping your legs, you know, coming from another sport and jumping into another sport. Are you able to? Are they able to practice, coach, during even when they're playing the other sport?
No.
Or, okay, yeah.
No.
So you can't. So
There was a big
There's no
change.
conditioning until they
Because
come
I just
to me.
yeah I
Yes.
just came from basketball and Coach Dana, she was like, you are in basketball shape, not track shape.
yeah, I was, and that's what I
Yeah.
was going to ask. I mean, how many lines can
It's
you
way
run to
different.
be in shape for track? How do you get ready so quickly?
I don't
Just
know.
get
It's
thrown in
her.
there and you just do it.
Yeah, it's Coach Janie. It's just her period.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, coaches, and I don't, you know, all sports are different. Coaches, you know, they have to set a game plan. They have to understand that we need their legs. We need them to be
Yes,
fresh, but at
yes.
the same time, we got to get ready, and we have to get you into track shape. I want to get your thoughts on the team overall. There's only three of you here and coach here, but just you know, how much fun has it been to be a part of this squad this year?
Oh, I definitely love it. I feel like we bonded more. Like I think we only had like one team bonding. That's all we need. Like
Yes,
we
yes,
hang out with
yes.
each other like outside school and in school. We see each other every day. Like you don't see that often,
Mhm.
really. Like
Yeah.
so what we have is something special.
Yes.
Being special and being just a new program to the school, you're starting to set the bar, right? You're setting a standard. And so when we come in 10 years from now and, you know, we say, wow, the Lady Eagles, they set the standard long ago. Do you think about that? Do you think about, you know, just like, hey, we're building a program here and we want to keep this thing going? Is that something that runners of the track team thinks about?
Yeah, I think about it. I want to set the bar really high. I want to make it others hard.
Yeah.
I want to give them a challenge.
Yeah.
I want it really high.
Well, good luck to you, and thank you for stopping by. It's so many events, Coach, and I don't, you know, it's like it does become a long day, especially, you know, if I think of public schools. I go to a track meet and they're doing field events during the day, and then at like 9:30 they finally starting, you know, the
Yes.
3,200, you know, the mile,
mile,
the
yes.
mile, and that thing takes forever.
Yes.
Seems like, but yeah, so good luck to you, Coach. Introduce your
Yes.
last for me.
This is Addie Wilkinson. She is a senior. She normally anchors all three relays, but I pulled her out of the 4x2 and 4x4 to run the Open 2 and Open 4, and she won those. And she also does triple jump and pole vault.
Pole vault, nice. So pole vault's a scary one. We're gonna start there because I just try to picture myself at any age, like even when I was young and didn't have any fear. I feel like how does one say I'll do pole vault, number one, and then number two, like how do you even attempt your first one?
Okay, so I started freshman year doing pole vault, and I just did it for fun because my coach at Rockwall pulled me out of everything and was like, I want you to do this. And so that's where I started it. And then I didn't do it sophomore year. And then I decided whenever I went to HCA junior year that I would do it because it's not like a big thing in private schools. And so I decided to do it. And I was pretty okay. And me and Kendall started it together, so it was like fun. But then I was like, you know what, senior year, I'm not going to do it. Well, my mom was like, no, you're doing it. So that's.
So mom, if she gets hurt, it's yes. But no. I'm okay. Take me back. Let's take it back all the way back. Your first time doing it, was it like did you fall backward? Like I would
No.
Like I'm like I think of two things
yeah,
when I think I was like, okay, this pole is gonna snap and stab me in my ear or something. Like I don't know. Like I'm gonna lose an ear doing this, or I'm gonna get like not even halfway up and I'm coming straight backwards and I'm end up on YouTube or some meme or something. I don't know. But is it not that hard? I mean, obviously it's a difficult thing. I'm not going to say it's not that hard, but is it something that just proper technique and you can do what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, it definitely depends on like who your coach is and like who's coaching you, because that's how you learn all of your technique. And as like your first jump ever, he's gonna like tell you to do this, this, and this, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna land on the mat. It's all fine. And you're just like learning. You just do drills. You don't do the actual like jumps. You just learn drills, which gets you to ultimately clearing bars.
Yeah, you say land on the mat, but behind you is just a hard track.
Oh yeah, it was just concrete.
You don't go backwards.
Yeah,
yeah, that's like
it's not an option.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Right? Yeah, because you have to. I mean, it's like okay, if I'm doing this, I got to go full because there's nothing good behind me.
Correct.
You got to go forward.
You have to have that mentality for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Especially when you're starting, your coach is like he's right behind you.
He's like pushing you to make sure you don't fall back.
Yeah.
I would need like this foam pit behind me, and like I don't know how that's gonna happen. Maybe there's a foam pit like chasing me, so that as soon as I hit it and I decide I'm not gonna go, I can fall back on something. Pole vault is a big thing around here. I mean, recently Jacelyn Neighbors and what she's doing in Nebraska, and then Dyson Wicker from Heath and what he's doing in pole vaulting. I mean, and who knew? Like, because I didn't know until I really started doing this and covering it. I was like, wow, that's a
it's getting bigger.
Yeah,
it's for sure growing.
Yeah, definitely. Just kind of the same question along the lines of surprises this year and how proud of the strides that y'all made to get to this point as you head into regionals.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Not that our team grew, but like we grew in like friends. Like we were all like, so my sister brought a ton of girls from her friend group and was like, just join. And so we're all just like a big family. Like we're all friends with each other and we're all like related and somehow. It's so fun. It's so great. And I was just surprised about like our point difference at district whenever we were just at field events. Like we finished field events and we were up by like 50, 40 points just with field events. It was insane. That really, and then just like how much all of these girls have been so dedicated and determined to like better themselves and just do everything for their own PRs, and like how we can focus on ourselves to become better for our team.
Yeah. And it's got to feel good heading into regionals, knowing that you did have such a big difference in points, and knowing that maybe I can do better, right? Maybe there's something more in me, and now you start to look at it a little bit different as you went into district. You're unsure, and now you come out of it thinking, maybe state, maybe we're cut out for this, and so it's got to be an exciting time for you girls. Good luck to you guys. I'm excited to see what happens at regionals, and Coach, I'll reach out to Coach Mack and get your contact info. That way I can keep up and let everyone know what's going on with you girls. But it sounds like you're having fun. That's the most important thing, one, and two, you're having success, and that makes it even funner. So, good luck to y'all. Thanks for coming on, Coach. Thanks for coming on, and we'll catch up with you soon enough. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I thought I saw some golfers around here from Rockwall, so hopefully they are. If not, I'll just ramble on, or I'll bring Coach and the girls. I'll just bring Coach and the girls back on. Do you any of y'all watch golf?
No.
I
do not blame you. I really don't. Like,
so there's no more opposite ends of the spectrum than golf and track.
No, there's not. Although golf is athletics. It's a sport. It's athletic. We're definitely athletes, as you can tell with all the big beer bellies, and things like that. But golf is a sport through and through. I played in college. Like I grew up playing golf, and I still play golf competitively. But I really don't watch golf all that much. But this is the one week that I do watch golf. This is like my Super Bowl. Like I'm just like every day I'm like, okay, what's going on? And my wife's trying to talk to me. I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying, but let's somebody figure it out. So thinking of my son, he's now 13. He's about to be 14, so he's old enough to where he can handle dad's duties. So good luck to you girls. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it was fun. We'll talk again. We'll be right back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
What's up, everybody? This is Hubs out at Rockwall 4. This terrible weather isn't going to stop our great deals. Ford just announced employee pricing on most of our new vehicle lineups. Come see us. Come take advantage of the deals. There's no better time to buy than right now. Give us a call if you have any questions, 972-290-2200.
And we're back. We're live here at Rockwall Ford. This segment brought to you by Vice Henley and Dilbeck, attorneys, counselors at law. We appreciate all their support they've given us over the years. I'm excited. We're talking more golf. It's Masters Week, and this is. I was telling people early on before I got cut off. I think I got cut off because I played a Masters intro, the theme song, and I was trying to give like this Jim Nance like slow, like smooth, like hello friends, and I think I got kicked off because I got froze because they didn't like that. Normally I can get away with it for like 20 seconds if I play a song or something like that before I get in trouble. I think I let it go for like 45 seconds. So Luca's playing tonight in 13 minutes. So let's hope Luca goes for 50 and 20. I'm still bitter about that trade. So let's talk a little Rockwall Yellow Jackets golf. Hudson, Cade, Harry, gentlemen, thank you for joining me, and I appreciate it. Kind of last minute, I was like, all right, reach out. Well, it wasn't last minute; it was over the weekend. Let's talk a little bit of golf because it is Masters Week, and we did just finish up district play, and wanted to celebrate the season and talk to you guys. So. Let's start off. Typically I start off with the coach, and Harry's sitting in the coaching position. So we'll start with Harry. Harry, just let's start with district play. I typically think Sulphur is a decently easy course. It's got a stretch of holes that are tough on. In my mind, on that front side, leading up to the par 3, number 9. But how difficult was it, just challenging with the wind the way it was blowing?
The first day, the wind was,
raise this up for me just a little bit. There you go.
First day, is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
The first day, the wind was, it was pretty crazy the first day.
Yep.
Second day, it was better. But, golf course was pretty easy to get around. Besides the last 3 holes on, 16, 17, 18. They're pretty rough to me.
Yes, me too.
That's really the ones that I struggled on the most.
Yeah, I don't. A lot of guys I play with, and y'all know some of them. Y'all see them at RGAC, but they always think that course is easy, and I'm like, man, there's a little stretch on the on the front side and a little stretch on the back nine. Where if you're not hitting fairways, it can get difficult pretty quick, and it can be a tough one. But yeah, it was tough conditions. But the team overall this year, I'd like to get your thoughts on just kind of the amount of fun you had going out and competing this year.
I mean, always fun, always a great time. Team could be better, but we got to just work on that. We're working on that. Got some good guys coming up next year with us, so pretty excited about that. But I mean, it's always a fun time.
Well, and it's golf too, right? I mean, it's not like some of the team sports, because you can you expect, like, okay, that's a good football team, like they just operate as a machine. Golf is so week to week and really round to round, because you don't know conditions, you don't know course conditions.
So different every time.
Some people they do really well on fast greens. Some people do better on slow greens. Different grass types, how designs are, so they just suit people different. There's never a constant in the game of golf. It's different. But when you have people that work at it, and I guess that's where I'm going next, Harry, is just the work part of it, the practice.
Yep.
Do you enjoy that part of it?
Yes, it's fun. I like working at it. I mean, you got to work to get good.
Yeah.
So,
do you toy with things when you're out there working? And this is a conversation, so feel free to butt in on any question I'm asking, Harry. Cade, you as well. Do you toy with things? What's practice like for you?
I mean, just hitting balls, really playing. I try to play as much as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, my driver's always can go anywhere. You never know. So I mean, I got to get. That's what I tweak with the most and mess with. So
the strong part of your game, what would you say it is? Mental, course management.
I feel like I'm pretty good mental. I don't really get very mad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not freaking out. Just trying to move on. Next shot, make it count.
Yeah. At district, obviously the team doesn't get through this year. But what do you you said you got some guys coming up, but kind of what do you look back on and say, oh, yeah, we didn't advance this year, but we had a pretty good year. What do you think total of this year?
I mean, I think it was the last three we won. We came out on top of the last three. Hudson won the last three individually. So, I mean, we're pretty solid. But district, I mean, Heath is such a solid team, and they take two teams. So, I think we're going to have a pretty good chance next year. Hopefully we can get dialed in and do that.
Yeah. And finally, just asking you about, the camaraderie, the team.
Mm-hmm.
How much fun it is just to play team golf.
So much fun, man. Yeah. I mean, at the beginning of the year, I was up in the air about playing next year, but I mean, I talked to these guys and they were like, I mean, you got to play. Like it's just fun overall. Even if we don't have the results we want, it's always just such a great time. Getting to skip school and you can't really beat it.
No, you can't.
You're not really skipping school. You got an excuse for
That's
it.
true.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
So we don't want to promote skipping school around here. What's your best round? What's your career low?
In high school, like tournament?
Just anything, yeah.
I've shot like 75 out at the Shores.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. And Shores is not easy. Anybody that plays out there knows. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think hey, just keep grinding, man. Keep. If it's not fun, then what are we doing? And there's a lot of days golf is not fun.
Oh.
But there are a few moments during that day that it's fun.
Oh yeah.
And there's a few moments that you're like, did you see that? And I think everybody that plays has a few moments in the round where it's like, man, that was awesome. Just keep swinging, man. Just fairways and greens, and 3 ugly shots and a good putt is par, and it doesn't really matter. There's no pictures on the scorecard. There's no there are stories, and we'll get to a story here in a little bit, but there are stories. So we'll move on to Mr. Cade Randall. Cade, thanks for joining us. And true story, your dad was out there, and we were just talking about your brother a little bit, and then he was walking off to see you, but I jumped out of my cart and I ran over to him and I was like, hey, I got to tell you, because hopefully somebody does this to me about my son. It's just a good kid. Like, you're just a good guy. Like, you're super respectful, super always engaging, talking. I just told him, I was like, you should be proud that, I just want you to know that, like, that's a good one right there. And so, I wanted to first tell you, like, hey, I always enjoy seeing you. I always do enjoy talking with you. And we've not had a chance to play golf yet, but we will soon enough. But uh, talk to me about, you posted on Instagram. I saw that it was never it was something like it was always a hobby or something like that. Talk to me about that.
Oh, well, I mean, Rockwall golf was some of the best 3 years of my life. I didn't play my freshman year, but I mean, I got four or five really, really good friends, and I hope brothers for the rest of my life. So I mean, a lot of people look at it as I never wanted to go to college and play golf. I didn't. It's just something I always liked, and looking back on it, I look at it more of a hobby instead of a job.
A competitive hobby, though, right? I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
there's
Very
a
competitive.
you want to be you want to push yourself and figure out how good I can be at some aspect of the game. I think we all have something we're strong at in the game of golf, and we lean on that um, probably to a fault. Too much, it's
Yes,
like,
sir.
okay, I'm a really good wedge player. I'm really good around the greens, so I'm good. When in reality, it's like, yeah, you got that, but how about improve on something else, right? And so, when you look at your time playing golf, even as a hobby, and you saying, hey, but you still want to be better. And I know you, when your brother comes home, or if your dad plays, I know you want to whoop up on them, right?
Yes, sir.
So, you'll never fall out of love with golf, I'm assuming, right?
No, sir. Never.
Yeah. So tell me about this year. How did it go? How do you think you went? Do you feel like you improved? Do you feel like there's just more out there?
Throughout the summer, me, Hudson, and Harry practiced every single day, all day. And my family's a very, very competitive family. We like to win and everything. So I feel like I personally got a lot better over the summer. My tournament score showed it because I didn't play great in very many tournaments this year, but my scores were what my terrible scores used to be. And looking back on it, I got a lot better because my decent scores were what used to be my amazing scores.
Is is what would you say is a strong part of your game? I ask people, like, mentally, is it course management? Is it just you've got to have something that you lean on no matter what?
Probably irons.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anywhere from 130 to 200 yards, it's where I feel comfortable and would like to be.
When you're playing with better players, what do you learn from it? Do you pick things off from them?
I pay attention to a lot of the shots they choose, course management wise, and their mental side. It's like, how do they respond to bad shots?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think mental and course management's like more than half the battle. I mean, if you can just, especially on a windy day, on a tough condition day, or maybe you don't have the stuff that you normally have, but you still got to figure out a way to get it in the hole. And those are the tough days. Those are the ones that test you, and those are the days that, quite honestly, they're not fun. But if you can pull it off, or if you can end it a good way, then you're back in it, and you're like, okay, I'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back tomorrow. So, just looking back your time playing golf, you talked about playing in the summer with these guys every day. First off, I can tell you it's like the time of your life. Like, I miss playing, being dropped off at the golf course. I miss all those days of just nothing else to really worry about or do. How much fun was this little golf journey hobby that you call it throughout your time?
It was amazing. I wouldn't give anything back. It's every single day was fun. I mean, we didn't even text each other. We would just all know we'd be there at 9, 10 a.m. and we wouldn't leave till they kicked us off.
Yeah.
So we'd get there, we'd go hit on the range, played 18, 27 holes, do up and down contests on the chipping green. I mean, we just all loved it. We all lived for it, and what else better do we have to do?
Yeah, all day long. All day long, just make a game out of every single thing that you do, whether it's chipping, putting. Find a way to lose $1 any way you can.
Yes, sir.
Not that we endorse gambling, or we don't endorse gambling, and we don't gamble because we're not professional. We're amateur golfers. Man, we got to get out there and all play soon. But I enjoyed being around you. I enjoy running into you at the club. So just keep playing and just keep chasing that ball, and whatever that next goal is in the game of golf, go get it.
Yes, sir.
Go get it. Hudson Holt, you did I say Hudson Holt?
Hey, Hudson Holt's a bit of a stud right
Yeah,
now too.
yeah,
So.
yeah. We're talking baseball. Hudson Holt. Yeah, he's here. Hudson Green. You qualify for as a medalist to go on to regionals, and I know the work that you put into, as these guys kind of talked about summers and things like that. That was a tough second day, and
Very tough,
having
yeah.
have a district. Before we get into the fun part of it on hole two, just how proud were you able to finish off a day like that and qualify as a medalist?
Yeah, I mean, day one didn't go the way I wanted. Had a bit of a mishap on one of the holes. That didn't help at all, but I locked back in after that and finished with a 77 somehow. I'm not really sure. It was God given. I'm going to be completely honest, but I mean, the second day, I hadn't really felt the mindset ever, but I just went into the second day like, oh, like I could not be going to regionals. I want to go have fun and I want to go enjoy this and not just be mad the whole round. So that's exactly what I did. And
what was that second day score?
74,
Yeah,
77, 74.
74.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, I played just pretty
really
consistent the whole round, and that just helped, and I really didn't lose my mind, But the second day definitely, the 2-over definitely helped.
Yeah,
sure.
and it's a momentum thing, right? You sometimes a big par putt, is can lead to some really good things. You feel like you stole one.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Take me back to hole two. I've joked about it earlier, but I didn't. I saw your drive kind of under that tree, kind of on some bare
Yeah.
spots, and I went to the green and I missed your second shot. What happened on the second shot?
So, like, hole two has always been my kryptonite. I mean, I played that course as like one of my second junior golf tournaments ever.
I saw Brunson and oh my goodness, his teammate Lucas.
Lucas.
They both hit it like far left. Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Is that a?
I mean,
I'll ask him if that's a strategy.
That was not a strategy at all.
Okay.
Going left on that hole is not a strategy.
On hole two,
I
didn't know.
There is no right way on that hole because it is so bad. It's a bad hole. But no, I'm just kidding. That hole's always been my kryptonite. I mean, the first day I doubled it. I went like bogey double, and I was like, okay, who cares? That hole always gets me. And then the second day, I thought I hit a good drive, and it was under a tree. So I had like a half decent lie. Scratch that, it was not that great of a lie. And I pull out an 8, and I'm like, okay, I think I can punch this 8-iron and get it like just up close to the green. And I hit it, and I catch it like a touch fat, so it flies up a little higher, and it just clips a branch.
Okay.
Right in the water.
I didn't know if you
skips
tried.
across the water, and I'm like, okay, well, that's in the water. And then I walk up, and I see that my ball is like up, kinda, just sitting in a bunch of wet mud. So that's when I decide. I step up to it, and I'm like, okay, I need to take off my right shoe. And I'm wearing actually this shirt. I don't want to have mud on my shirt all day, so I take my shirt off.
I mean, it's not like
too.
it was white.
Yeah,
I mean, a little mud could have been
no,
okay.
I don't like my stuff
Okay,
dirty.
all right,
I like to
okay.
be clean.
All right.
So I took my shirt off, and somehow I hit it up there to like, what was that, 12 feet?
I'd say 10 to 12. Yeah.
10 to 12. Too bad it was up and down for par, but it was probably the up and down of the century for me. And then I ended up making the putt. So
Yeah, and that's where I'm kind of getting at is like, golf's momentum, it's mental, and so when you can make a par like that, it just kind of jumpstarts something, jumpstarts a round.
yeah,
Just kind of
absolutely.
you're feeling good, especially when you got a par 5 coming up next, right? And you're like, okay, I should be probably 1 or 2 over here,
Yeah.
heading into my third hole, and all of a sudden, I'm still even par and I get to go. But things like that can jumpstart an entire round.
Yeah.
The whole golf thing for you, and I know you work really hard at it, but just kind of some goals, some things that you're looking forward to, regionals, and then moving on to your senior year and things like. And I know the goals always get to state and win state, but just what are some goals for you?
Yeah, I mean, most of golf isn't really even high school. It's a lot of outside of high school stuff. So, I mean, I'd say the goal for regionals, make it to state, and then out of high school stuff just to have like a good scoring average this summer on all of the junior tours I play on, and maybe a few wins. But I'd like to have a good summer so I can set myself up for some offers my senior year. But that's really my only goal.
Yeah, and that's all in God's hands, and
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Golf is, like I said, it's all about. Yeah, I think if I was a coach, I'd want to look for players that are committed to the grind of the practice sessions, and being able to fight through just some adversity during a round, and if you can get through that, well then you can mature in college.
Yeah.
We can work through something. I know we got the Heath Golf, and we're about to bring them on in just a second. I know you're close to a lot of players at that school and around here. I mean, that's just the golf community, especially when you play summer golf and things like that, and you see these players. Can you speak to the golf talent around here?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's like actually unbelievable, especially both at Buffalo and RGAC. It's like there's so many good golfers. I mean, Heath just got an unbelievable team out of nowhere. I mean, they have so many great golfers there, and then, we have some good golfers at our country club, and just like all over Rockwall, it's kind of like people don't know, it's like a golfing town.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate your time. Good luck to you, Mr. Holt, because I called him Hudson Holt a while ago. Good luck to you, seriously, at regionals, and I'm trying to get out there on Monday. Because I have to be back on Tuesday. I don't think my wife's going to let me leave town on Tuesday. But good luck to you. I'll see you guys out there on Monday for sure. And we'll get together at the club. We'll play golf at the club for sure once the school year's over with and things like that. So
sounds good.
Thanks for coming on. Yeah, absolutely. Good luck to you. Masters picks. Who do we got?
Joaquin Neiman.
JT.
I want Bryson to win, man.
Yeah, I think Rory's gonna complete the slam, and I like Victor Hovland as well.
Victor's a good pick.
Yeah, I like Victor Hovland as well. Coach Coach from over here is just like, I don't know if he's like eyeballing my picks or what, but anyway, all right, we'll let you guys go and we'll get some Heath golf on. Y'all be good and be safe, and we'll see y'all soon enough.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? This is Hubs out at Rockwall 4. This terrible weather isn't going to stop our great deals. Ford just announced employee pricing on most of our new vehicle lineups. Come see us. Come take advantage of the deals. There's no better time to buy than right now. Give us a call if you have any questions, 972-290-2200.
All right, we are back. Final guest of the night, the Heath Hawks. We've got the men's representative from the men's team and from the women's team here, and Coach Wardlow joins us on the end, and he's the guy that gets in y'all's way and gives y'all the wrong club selection and all that stuff. So if something goes wrong, we just blame Coach. Coach, this is your first time on the show. I think it is. Second time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the first time for some
I
reason.
remember talking trash to Billy Watkins.
Oh, yes, that is correct. That is correct. Oh, Mr. Billy Watkins. We miss it. Is he still Melissa?
Yeah.
All right. So, as I'm trying not to get distracted right now with the Mavs Lakers game. It's not going the way I want it to at the moment. I was hoping the Lakers would be up about 30 by now in the first few minutes, but I want to see Luka drop 100 tonight and break every scoring record in the world. All right, let's talk golf and get away from the basketball. It's Masters Week. This is my favorite week of the year. It's a close second with the British Open because there's nothing better than setting my alarm for 3:30 a.m. and waking up and watching. My wife hates it because she's like, you won't get up at 5:30 in the morning with the kids, but you'll get up at 3:30 in the morning to watch golf. But hey, we all have our thing. So I'm a terrible husband and father. 2 weeks a year, I get 2 weeks, right? I don't even take Father's Day week. I'm good that week as well. I cook and everything else. Coach, thanks for joining us, and let's talk a little bit of golf. But what a showing in district. Let's start there. I mean, you obviously on the men's side, a couple of teams get through, and by a good margin, and then you medalist on the women's side. So the Hawks are just running wild so far this year. Can you talk about the entire year for me?
Yeah, it's coming off of last year where the same results. Boys get first and second place in district. In golf you only get 2 teams out of the district get to advance forward. And like a lot of other sports, you get 4 teams. So being able to take 2 teams on the boys' side 2 years in a row, it's something that I'm not going to forget.
Yeah.
And girls' side, the arrow's pointing up on the girls' side. Sophie's this is going to be her second year. As a sophomore last year, I don't think she realized while she was out playing where she was when she was playing, and I think she was a little bit surprised when she realized that she was going to get to go and compete in the regional tournament. So it was a very good experience for her. And being able to come back and do the same thing again. I believe we got 4th last year on the girls' side, and then this year we got 3rd place. We got some young ones that are hungry, and so it's the arrow is pointing up, and I'd like to get a team there next year with the girls.
Starting with the boys. I mean, 2 years in a row, going 1-2, having a deep team like that, it's got to be difficult, right? To figure out who's going to go where and which team, and what's going to make the strongest team. Especially, you want to see 1 get through, 2 get through, and if you have strong performances, maybe you're lucky enough. But at the end of the day, hey, how do we get how do you manage all that?
Well, a couple things. Well, first things first, actually, the B team beat the A team this year by 31 strokes. So that, and then second thing is that's the reason I'm here is I wanted you to write down and sign and date exactly who my top 5 needs to be for regionals because I still have no idea. So yeah, it's I talk to a lot of buddies of mine that are golf coaches all around, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out and this and they're like, dude, I don't want to hear your problems over there. And so it's fun. I joke with these guys, and I told them the other day they're all top 5. Right, and then I left it with this: like, let's get 2 teams out and go to state.
Yeah.
Why not? It's there. The region is there to be taken. So, I went with the experience, the older guys, and guys that have kind of done that. And a lot of times, you have that label of I'm an A team guy, I'm a B team guy, and the B team guys maybe they're not as pressure's not there, whatever it might be. I don't know. All I know is those guys came up and showed out. Last year, the same thing happened at district and regionals. After day 1, the B team would beat the A team, and then the A team came back and beat them on the second day. So this year, that just didn't happen. I think the experience from last year, because I only graduated 1 last year, I just think they were ready for it, and they wanted it.
Yeah.
So here we are.
I mean, you're right. I mean, the A team, B team thing, and it's when you have capable players, it's really hard because golf is such a round to round, course to course deal. Conditions are never the same. You never know how comfortable a player is on that course. You never know, green conditions. Some like them super fast. Some are okay with them slower. There's so many variables in it that at the end of the day, you just have to almost pick out of a hat when you have players that are able to shoot scores. I mean, especially when you're on the run, you just post 74 and run away. It's like, okay, I got to go. No problem. It's not like the wind's gusting 35 out here. So when you look at the teams, obviously you repeat in district, you get 2 teams going through. But has anything surprised you about the progression of the team and some of the players?
Honestly, no. Well, I mean, you could take each individual player and you could talk different things about it. But as a whole, no. I'm not. This doesn't surprise me. I was expecting to get 2 teams out this year, even though I might not have said that, and I wanted to keep pushing them. But the way these guys have competed the past 2-3 years to get to this point, it doesn't surprise me at all. And it's really just fun to sit back and watch. I mean, I don't have to do anything, to be honest. I mean, I get the tee time set. I set, there's certain days where I might want certain people to play against each other type deal. But for the most part, they know they're just out there competing. And they all want to be on the top 5. And they all want to play in the top tournaments. And that was another thing that we did a little bit different this year is I tried to get as many tournaments as I could and both teams in those tournaments. Now, it cost a little bit more money because those were 2 days and travel tournaments and stuff like that. But I wanted them competing against each other, apples to apples, as much as I could. And so anytime there was a good tournament, I would check with the coach that was hosting the tournament. I'd say, hey, I've got 2 teams. Honestly, I've got some depth here. They're because they want the best teams. They're like 2 teams. Usually we don't have A and B. I was like, trust me. I was like, that's another thing is with just being able to take a team of 5. If the way it worked was we were taking teams of 10, I mean, we might be talking top 5 team in the state right now with the depth that we have. So it's exciting. It's fun. I'm still waiting for you to start writing down what you think. So sign and date, all those types of things. But honestly, as we sit here today with the regionals right around the corner, I do not know what I'm going to do.
Well, I mean, if you do what you do with the kids, if they could do what they did on heading into at regionals, then I don't think you can make a wrong decision, right? So fun to see. Let's move on to Bronson, who is the 10 6A district champion. I followed you guys probably for, I don't know, 7 to 8 total holes. First off, congratulations. I mean, you start off on the first hole, 67. Listen, I think I'm a decent golfer, and I've played in some decently big amateur events. I don't think that I'm capable of a 67 on that day on that course.
R72,
with the wind like that, and then to back it up with a 70. 70 that second day. I mean, I've played that course enough, and there's a tough stretch of holes on both sides. Coming in on 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9, I think with that wind conditions are just extremely difficult. And then on the backside, coming in 16, 17, 18, I mean, those are just some difficult holes. And if you're just off a little bit off the tee, it's just I didn't see it. I'm like, where? And I was like, where are they shoot? I watched not just you guys. I was watching players all around the course. I'm like, man, I watched 14 people hit off number 9, and I was just like, wow, these are really good shots, and there's some really good golf being played. So now that I've patted you on the back enough, and your teammates, I didn't get to see your score because you
teed off first.
Yeah, we'll talk about track and golf here in a little bit. What was it that you were able to do that? Keep your composure, keep your focus. What was it about those 2 days that you can think led to success?
Well, I really think the first day I went out there, the front 9 was just kind of normal to me. I was just playing steady golf. And then I got to hole 9, and I stuck it to like 6 feet on the island green and made birdie there. And then after that, I just went on a tear on the back 9. Birdied 10, 11, par 12, birdied 13, 14, 15, 16.
See, I mean, and that's not easy to do. I'm thinking, okay, 10's a birdie hole. 11, you got a par 5. If you got length, it's par 5. And then you got kind of a tricky layup kind of hole, or depending on what you want to do on 12. And then 13's a par 3, right? Which
long,
I think
long par 3.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. It's got that little bunker, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, and then the next hole, I think it's a tricky par 5. It's
Yeah.
just I don't like how it's cut.
It's all about the tee shot.
Right, it's all about it. Yeah, and I always behind a tree somehow, like every single time. But it wasn't tough. I mean, it was tough, and because of the conditions. But do you? I think always when I think back to when I play, if I start going on a run, I know I'm on a run, and that's all I can think about. I'm like, just don't mess this up. Just don't mess this up. Were you in a place mentally where you just didn't think about it?
I mean, I wouldn't really. I mean, I didn't. I mean, especially like what he said, like playing on like the V2. I mean, I didn't have as much pressure as like being like the one man. You know, like everyone expecting you to shoot a good score. So.
I mean, you're a kicker. I mean,
yeah.
It's like why would we expect?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good under pressure, I'd say. So I mean.
Yeah, games on the line in a football game to make it to the playoffs versus 6-foot putt. What are you more confident in?
Probably a game with a line.
Well, I mean, okay, let's go to day 2 really quickly. You're playing with your teammate Lucas. He's a 3-time district champ. You know, he no doubt he wants to be 4-time. And you made a statement chipping in on 1, right?
Yeah.
And they were all laughing about it. I'll say that I was impressed how Lucas was handling all of it. Like I think back to young me, I'm like, man, I really would have been bummed out. But as a teammate and as a seasoned golfer, he just understood this is golf. This is just how golf is, and he had no problem you doing what you were doing. Especially you, sometimes it's just fun to sit back and watch somebody play golf, and it's like, well, he's playing golf. There's nothing I can do about it. But you know. That second day, you know, just how was that round for you? How was it the last few holes, knowing, okay, I've kind of accomplished what I set out to do?
Yeah. So going into hole 16, I was 4 under on the second day, and hit my drive, that little layup little hole left, and then actually pulled it into the water right, and had to take a shoe off, and I hit like, I mean, I could barely even see the back of the ball. I was debating whether I should just drop it and play it, but I ended up hitting it and hit it to like 10, 11 feet, and then 2-putted for bogey.
It's a good thing I wasn't there because I'd have made him drop. Or not made him. I would have advised him to drop.
Yeah. And I couldn't even believe I pulled that shot out. I thought I was just gonna stay there, and I did that, and then you know, walking up 18, I hit a good drive, just a little left, and then hit it on the green 2-putted. I mean, I wasn't really in my head. I mean, in my head, I was like, even if I make it 7-8 here, I feel like I'm still probably good. Because, I mean, the course conditions the second day weren't definitely harder than the first day. The wind was blowing a lot harder. And I just feel like I was playing steady golf the whole day.
Yeah.
You know, that course is just like, there's some tough holes out there that, I mean, you're expecting bogey's a good score, especially on 7-8. So, I mean, I was just thinking about like scoring on the par 5s, which I did pretty good. I was 7 under through the 2 days on the par 5s, which definitely helped a lot. But yeah, that was my whole like mindset. It's just score on the holes I need to score on.
And you had experience last year, right? You played well first round, and then second round you didn't play as well.
Yeah.
So you had been in that spot, right? I can't remember what exactly.
I shot 76 first day, and then the second day I shot like 82 or something.
Yeah. So he had played good the first day last year, and was playing with some of the top groups. Yeah. So he had that experience as a sophomore.
Well, let me before we move on, being in the 9 hole.
I knew this was coming.
I mean, we're not bashing on Coach here. He's got capable golfers. You know, was this a career low for you? Was this a tournament?
Definitely, it was a career low in a tournament. Yeah.
Did you know you had it in you?
Yeah, I mean, my game in the last like month or 2 has just come together a lot better. I mean, my swing just feels the best it's felt like my entire life. I mean, coming off of football season, because I played maybe 1 tournament in the fall season just because of football, and then I tore my thumb at the end of football season, so I was out for 3 months, and I came back. I literally couldn't even hit a golf ball, so couldn't even hit a golf ball.
Then Coach had a valid. Yeah, he didn't know what he had.
No, and
due to injury. Yeah, congratulations, man. It was impressive. I'm on a big text group with a bunch of really good players who are familiar with this area and that course, and they were like, who's that for?" Like, and they were like, "Those are some really good scores in that win." So yeah, congratulations on the win. I know I'm sure you and Lucas are friends,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sure he again I I watch. I watch when I go to games and athletic events. What I really looking for is like who that kid is and like how do they respond to certain situations. And so a lot of the times there's golf going on, but I'm watching like how are they reacting? How are they as a teammate? How is they kid? Because that's going to tell me like, man, they could make something of themselves if they just keep plugging away. And some kids, not many around here I've come across that are just really like suspect as far as character. But I thought Lucas was great, and then I thought just like it's like man, he just seems calm. Like he's just I sent that in the text. I was like he just seemed really calm. And so did Tripp. Tripp followed him a couple of holes, and for him to come in second place, give a shout out to Tripp Ignite. I mean, I've seen him play quite a bit. I've played with his dad quite a bit, and that was the calmest I've seen him. It just was like, wow, like that was really good. So congratulations to you. Congratulations, Trip, and good luck to you next round. Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Evan, what's your last name?
Martin.
Martin. Man, there's a story to tell, and Coach said it, and I believe it. We could do a whole different segment on this and talk about what went on that day and your journey and things like that. You go out, you shoot 74. You have to go off early so you can get back to track. Then you go to track and had some success.
Yeah. I mean, it goes before that. It was probably the decision, which I wasn't going to say anything, but I haven't even talked to you about this. But so what happened was we had to combine the girls and boys tournament to Monday, Tuesday because of the wind, which ended up, the rain forecast for Wednesday, Thursday. So it wasn't ideal putting everybody on the course. And then also track had to do the same thing.
Yeah,
so
the
they
track got moved to Tuesday as well.
So I started getting the text message from the track coach. And he texts me, and so I'm sitting there just waiting for the text that's like, the first thing he said was, Coach, is there any way I can be the first group to go off? And I said, I'll check with the other coaches and make sure that's fine.
Sounds like me playing on the weekend. Like,
right.
Can I go? Because I told my wife I'd be back by.
Yes. and so they were all fine with it. They get that. We're trying to all be multi-sport athletes and everything like that. But being able to go out there and walk after playing one day, walking again, and then go to do what he did, I know that there had to have been some thought about, do I need to not play golf in the morning? And I wasn't going to be the one to bring that up, but
there definitely was a thought.
Yes.
I was like,
and I want you to know that if that would have come across, I would have been completely fine with it. But
we got a good team, so I'm not worried about that too much.
But I'm glad you didn't, because we wouldn't get to sit here and talk about all the accomplishments that you had that day. So anyway,
74. Then you win the 800, second in the mile, beat by a teammate, and then anchoring the 4x400, second place. Mentally, just that day, where were you?
It was a long day. I mean, I woke up at 5:30, went to bed probably like midnight. So mentally, I knew I just had to, stay pretty much locked in the whole day. Recovery was huge the night before. I mean, obviously I played Monday, and so did ice bath, did tons of recovery, leading up to the second day, and then at the tournament, I was using a push cart. Usually I don't, but I was making sure I saved my legs a little bit, saved my back. Played well. I'm very happy with it. First day wasn't too great, but second day turned around. Found my rhythm, shot 74, and it was good going off first because I was able to play fast.
Yeah.
So I was, I wasn't focusing on anything. I was just able to just play through really fast, and so it was a good day. And then went out to the track meet. Well, I went home first. Did a little bit more recovery before I went out to the track meet, and then just did my thing. Not too worried about districts, honestly. So
what time did you run your race?
They're all different times.
Well, I mean, the last one, I guess I should say.
Yeah, the last one was probably at like 10 at night. Yeah.
I mean, what a long day, and when you first off, would you do that again? Would you okay with waking up at 5 a.m. and going to play golf?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess if I had to, I mean, I don't have to do it again, but if I had to, I would.
I just know I was getting the girls groups off the number 10 tee box, and by the time that was done, I went in, I had to make some adjustments on the scoreboard, and I go to the number 9 green, and he's already done. He's coming up there, and he just kind of looked. You got coach shot 74. I'm gonna get out of here, and I just kind of smiled. I was like, "Go do your thing, man."
Just ho hum. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go run track now, and
not just track. I mean, those 3 that he did, which you usually just
I
2
only do
events,
2,
right? Yeah,
and
normally
I
just
did
does
3 this
2.
time. I never done 3, so it was kind of a long day.
I don't know
But
if anybody. I've never run. I've never run. Period, really. But I've never run 800, and then the 400 and the mile and stuff like that. So Tiger's blood. That's what he's got. Tiger's blood.
432.
432 mile.
That's your mile. Wow, that's incredible. I mean, I'm in best shape of my life when I was in the military. I think I ran 3 miles in like just under 18 minutes, and then I was unable to do that ever again. I mean, so 432, that's flying. But honestly, just the accomplishments. You're going to run cross country at ACU.
Yeah, doing cross country and track at Abilene Christian University.
So just your love for track and just kind of how that competitiveness does it bleed over into golf? Is there a mix there?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I just have a competitive spirit in general. So whether it's golf or track or anything, I'm always competing. So I've been playing both my whole life. So I got the experience in golf. So I just go out there and compete.
The So area track starts tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow and what's tomorrow? Thursday? Thursday and
Thursday.
Friday, and then regionals is Monday, Tuesday.
For them, it's Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday.
She's Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, okay. So it's Wednesday, Thursday. You're Monday, Tuesday. Okay. All right. So a little bit of time in between there. Just how are you prepping for all? Is it just the same old thing? Recovery.
It's the same thing. Recovery. Lots of prayer, honestly. Just for strength, because I got area this Thursday, and then got the golf tournament. Wednesday, Thursday, but practice round on Tuesday as well. And then I got the region track meet that Friday and Saturday. So it's gonna be a long 2 weeks, but
yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Not worried about it.
a lot of late night for schoolwork though.
Oh yeah,
it figured out.
I'll figure it out.
How much did you two give the A team heck for just? Oh no, he's individual. You were individual.
He was on the A team.
You were on the A team.
Yeah,
okay. So how much
the B
banter
team.
was there between the two teams?
There's always banter between
Oh,
these.
I mean, I play golf with those guys pretty much every weekend. Lucas, Cade, Jet, and all them. And then on the bus ride home after the first day, Lucas and Jet and Cade, they were just saying how they weren't even worried that I had a 5-shot lead on Lucas. He was just saying, I was like, I'll be fine with a 5-shot lead. But I went out there and proved him wrong.
It was fun to watch it. There's talk at our
They're
club.
working hard right now.
There's I bet there's talk at our club even yesterday. They're like, how are they going to manage those two teams going to there? People ask me, and I was like, I don't know.
Take a poll.
Yeah,
Write it down,
I
sign
don't
your
know.
name.
I was like, I have no idea.
I don't either.
It was fun. It was cool to see, but what a story! Congratulations. I mean, to be able to go out there and shoot a score in not easy conditions, and then maybe I need to just start rushing through golf and not think about it. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know. But I won't be running track afterwards, so that's for sure. It's when I take my naps after golf. I don't run track after. Good luck to you. Congratulations. Good luck with area meet coming up, and then regionals after, and then obviously regionals again. So it's a lot of area and regionals. We'll try to keep up with all of it through Coach, and Coach Contreras. That's my contact for Coach for track. So. Good luck to you. That's pretty cool. And good luck. Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep.
Okay. We're at
Eagles Bluff and Bullard.
in
South of
Bullard.
Tyler.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking forward to that.
Sophia, thank you for waiting. We got all that out of the way. Congratulations. I mean, obviously making it through 2 years in a row.
Yep.
So now you're a seasoned vet at regionals, and there's nothing to do but try and take another step. Tell me about your golf journey, and you getting to this point. You're surprising yourself. It sounds like from Coach when you were surprised where
Last
you
year,
were.
Maybe last year. I don't think she's surprised this year.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I was a bit surprised considering I hadn't practiced in about 4 days before that because we were at state for robotics.
Yep.
So just kind of came back and did that. But I'd say it's more of I started my freshman year golf.
Because before that, I ran track, basketball, cross country, did anything but golf, and then decided, oh, let's do this. And so it's just been a lot of work. Summer, it's like you go out twice a day, putting in the morning, range in the afternoon just to try to get there. So it's just been a lot of work to get where I am, but it's been fun.
I'm trying to. My daughter's 9, and I'm trying like crazy to get her involved in the game of golf. Who pushed you to golf, and how did you get started? So maybe I can try to pick some things so that I can tell my daughter.
So my dad played golf in college.
Okay.
Went all the way through all that, but he tried to get us into golf. It did not work.
Oh.
So you may be out of luck.
Oh man.
But
she's turned me down a couple of times.
I've got some advice for you.
Okay.
You've got to find a friend. I've got a 10-year-old daughter, and so maybe that's how we can do that. Is as long as they've got a buddy with them that early, that usually works. My dad didn't play college golf.
Yeah.
And he did more. He was like really good, right?
All-American.
All-American where?
Rice.
Rice.
He got a scholarship to come down here.
So you've got a teacher. You've got somebody who knows. Oh no.
He won't teach you. He says he says I'll sit and watch you. I will not teach you because it's like every time he tries, he's like I just screw it up more. So he's like I'll watch, like from afar.
Yeah, so All-American, and I saw a note or something, maybe in some kind of Hall of Fame or something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll brag on Dad just for a minute here, and because I think it's relevant to having that competitiveness and trying to do something that you really weren't sure you could do. I'm not sure anybody who thinks they start out playing golf thinks, oh, I'll be an All-American, oh, I'm going to be in a Hall of Fame. It's something that you just keep trying to improve on. So tell me a little bit about that.
For him?
Yeah, just how your dad impacted like kind of who you are competitively.
I'd say he did impact me because he's very like calm, but he's always like he's really competitive. So as soon as you like challenge him, he's like, okay, let's go out right now and we'll see who's gonna win. So like if you challenge him even in like a sprint, he's like, okay, let's go right now. Let's go see who's gonna win. So it always was like anything I did, he'd always take me to it, and he's always like, you got to practice. You have to do the best you possibly can every single time. So that really helped in golf because it's like, he's like, oh, you don't want to practice, but he's like, what are you going to think when you go to your next tournament and you don't shoot how you want? He's like, then you need to go out right now.
Right.
So it was like, he really did that. And he also like brought out the competitive nature because he's always like, you want to win, so it's like work your hardest to get there. But then he'd also be like, even if you don't win, it's like, did you do the best you can? 100%. And then he's like, then if you did, then you're good. If you didn't, well, then you need to go out to the range and spend a bit more time.
Yeah, I tell my son all the time, if he has a bad soccer game, I'm like, well, just go look in the mirror. Have you been putting in the work? Have you been in the weight room? Have you been just working on the things that's going to make you a better defender? And if you're honest with yourself and you say no, well then why are you mad? Like, why are you upset? You didn't put in the work. Like you can't be mad if you didn't do what you were supposed to do to get the results you wanted. A little bit more about yourself. So you've got all this going on, robotics. We'll get to that in just a second. But you're ranked really high in your class, and there's a lot of students at Heath. So, talk about academics and how important that is to just saying who you are as a person and in the athletic world.
I'd say if you want to take like the student athlete thing, that's kind of what I have to do. Is because like my grades are, I'd say, the most important thing to me. I've done all the hardest classes every single year I possibly can, and it's like. It's a lot of homework, so it's a lot of you have to figure out your time management because it's like, oh, I'd have practice in the afternoon, or now it's in the morning, but it's like you have practice. As soon as you get home, it's like, how much homework do you have to do? And then it's like, can you still go to bed on like a reasonable hour? Because a lot of the nights it is no longer a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
But it's like it motivates you a lot because it's like you have both, so it's like why not be the best at both of them?
Yeah, 100%. That's the hard part, Coach. I mean,
it's for me. It's easy.
I was a student athlete as well, but I use that word lightly because I was just like trying to get by.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and then finally robotics. It's who's Buchanan?
No, for head.
No, I thought they were. No, maybe that's. I thought there was a gentleman named Buchanan that
runs a robotics.
Yeah.
No, it's the AP physics teacher.
Oh, okay.
Harvey now runs it.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Talk to me about robotics really quickly. I mean, I know it's something that's popular you know, I know people at the club, I guess, that are in the robotics thing, and my son showed an interest early on, but didn't. But just talk to me about that whole experience.
It's really good. So I came in this year because my physics teacher, she started propositioning a group of us and being like, "Oh, you should come and join." And so I did. I did not know anything. But I ended up being one of like the main CAD students that did it, so I helped design the whole entire robot. It's a lot of hours. You get, I think one week I had like 35 hours outside of school and everything else. So it's like you get like 20 hours a week. It's every single night. You're there until 10 or 9. It's a lot of work, but it's so fun. And it's so fun because it's like you built it yourself and then you get to go to all these competitions and watch it actually perform. So we've been a finalist in every single competition and we're finalists at state. So now we go to Worlds the day after regionals.
Oh, there you go. So all of y'all are busy. When I think of robotics coach, I think of that TV show where they're like destroying each other, and like the last one standing is like the winner. Is that robotics?
Robo Wars or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really watch it, but I always
Knew it was
saw,
there,
I always
yeah.
saw the commercials or whatnot.
It's not, we don't destroy the other robot, but there is like there's defense bots and they just go like slam your robot into the wall every single time, and there are methods some people have used to get robots stuck on different things, so it's just like you're out of the game the rest of the game and then it's
All
3v2.
right, so we can take somebody out. I'll go with that. We can take somebody out in robotics. I mean, because I wouldn't get anything else. I'm not smart enough to be in that realm. Golf, really quickly. Do you follow golf or do you just play golf?
Just play.
So you don't have a favorite female or male golf athlete?
No.
I say athlete because you are all athletes. Even you, coach. I'm sure you were an athlete at some point, so I'm gonna include you in there.
Still is.
Yeah, there you go. So no, you don't follow it.
I follow other sports.
Do you know a name in golf?
I know of
Professional male golfer.
I know Rory McIlroy.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Perfect.
That's the winner. That's the winner. I was going to ask you who's going to win the Masters. You said Rory. That was my pick too. So you passed. What about you guys? You guys got a pick?
I mean, I want Rory to win, but I think Scotty. I mean, I don't know how you cannot pick him. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah,
So.
he hadn't been playing that well.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah,
never know.
his numbers
Never
at
count
that
out.
course are just kind of ridiculous. You got one?
I just don't like Roy at all. I just don't like him as a person. I don't know. I just don't like him.
There's that camp. I mean, there's that, and I don't get it. I used to be that way about DeChambeau.
A lot of people used to.
And
he's growing on me as well.
He hired a PR. Like I don't know. I don't know. There's no report
It's
on
'cause
this.
the YouTube scene, probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, he had to hire somebody to work on his image because now, like, I think I like him the most of all the golfers. I don't. Roy rubs people the wrong way, but just looking at golf talent and what he's able to do on the golf course, I'm like, wow. There's not many people when he's on that can do what he's doing. I didn't really get into the whole live versus PGA and whatever he said. To be honest, like I know why people didn't like Bryson DeChambeau. I never figured out because I don't follow it that close, like why people didn't like Rory, and we won't talk about negative stuff here, but I just know that people don't like Rory. But if who'd you say was you?
I want either Spieth or Bryson to win.
Okay. There you go.
I figured you'd pick Phil or Harmon. He's lefty, so I
Phil was
figured
Phil and Spieth were like my two favorite growing up.
I'd say that Harmon doesn't have the length for it, but then Mike Weir will say, "Hey, look at me," and he won a green jacket. So, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch. Again, it's one of my favorite weeks. Like I'm just like tomorrow. I've got to work. I forgot what I've got to do tomorrow. Area track. Yeah, so I have to be at area track tomorrow.
Okay, I want my pick. Do you want to know?
Yeah, no, you're saving the best for last, Coach, because you sent me all a bunch of people you liked.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
but you never said who you thought.
Well, who I want to win, and always is Tony Finau. He's my favorite.
Oh yes, yeah, you
he's
did
my
say
favorite
that.
golfer going right now, but I think Morikawa's got it this year. I'm going Morikawa.
Yeah, he doesn't owe anybody anything, and I don't know. There's nobody better. He's irons, like striking the ball. He's phenomenal. I don't know. I feel that way about Victor Hovland for some reason. I'm like, I don't know. I got a feeling. That
his game's getting back up there.
Yeah, that he's gonna be. Of course, surprise, surprise. I went and think everybody I liked has done really well the past month, so that's probably easy to pick. Minwoo Lee, Victor, and Roy, like they've all had some wins. Obviously, Scotty. But anyhow, Coach, I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Good luck to you. It was fun to watch y'all play. I didn't get to see the girls play at all. Almost, I think, just a couple of holes on 9, just because I did have to be back to pick up my kids. But when I had planned to go watch golf on Monday.
Yep.
So
may see them there.
yeah. So and then I got to check my schedule. Wednesday's show, but maybe Thursday, the last round. So we'll see you again. So, and we need to get out and play golf soon enough, because I got to see what 67, 70 looks like.
I'll be out there tomorrow playing at your course.
At my course?
18 holes. They're walking 8. Whether they know that or not, they're walking 18 holes tomorrow.
Yeah. When it cuts off, I'll let you know if I'm going to be at the golf course or not, because I can't give the wife any ammo here. All right, that's going to do it for us. Fun show. It's Masters Week. Looking forward to. It was a great night talking golf. Lots of good golf stories. Lots of stuff. The talent around here, I think Hudson Green, he talking about, he's like, it's just incredible the depth of golf around here, and especially when you look at players that can shoot 74 and they're going to college to do something
sport,
totally different. It's incredible.
Golf's just a thing here.
Huh?
It's just a thing here.
Yeah, it is.
It's not an old person sport anymore.
No. It never was an old person sport. I mean, but
it's grown in the last couple of years.
Growing. Yeah. Thank you to Tiger Woods, the GOAT. Hopefully, we're all in agreement. Tiger's the best that ever was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish y'all could have been around when he was Tiger. Like, it was must-see TV. He delivered every single time. It was awesome. That's enough golf. I could talk golf all day and nights, but I know y'all are probably hungry and need to get home and do some homework and stay ranked 17th, maybe get into the top 10. Who knows? That's going to do it for us. Chris Pena, Rockwall County Game Day. Coach, thank you so much. Good luck. Good luck on picking the team. You can run it by me, but I'm not. I won't have a response. I won't have a response or sign anything, because I don't want my name on anything.
I got to find out when the deadline is to do that.
Yeah, you should probably do that. If it's anything like my emails, it's probably in there. I got about 20,000 of them waiting on me.
Priest is running the tournament, so.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the new AD. Yeah. The new AD. All right. So, all right. Good luck to you. Good luck to everyone out there. More to come on the Jet Williams Award. I'll post some more stuff about it later on this evening. Have a good night. We will see you on game day. Good luck to everyone's track tomorrow area, and golf's coming up soon enough. We'll talk soon. And come on, Luca. I don't know what you got, but it ain't enough. Y'all have a good night.